Back. I was only gone
Prop,
for a second.
proper popped on. Proper popped on. Proper penguin.
All
Alright,
right,
got
give
him
me
in.
a minute. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm not sure if this is working.
Uh-oh.
He's sent into the waiting room. He must have been bad.
This is a sexy ass motherfucker. Hey, Popper.
Hey,
What's
I
up,
know she
buddy?
has some nice
Oh,
tits.
when I said sexy motherfuckers, I was referring to the female. I was referring to Popper.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
nice.
The girl with the picture of the nice tits in the fucking
yeah, yeah.
Discord.
No, I had to
Said
clarify.
that. I was like, she
You
is
got my,
fine as fuck.
you got
No.
my hopes up.
Yeah.
I was all excited.
Man, we seen
Holy
your
man.
Oh,
beard.
we
We
all
seen
love
your
you.
beautiful beard, but we don't think you're sexy in that regard.
We all love you,
That's okay.
proper.
That's you. Terrible.
Things they've been talking about. Don't get them too excited.
He might pull a
Oh.
Nick and start jacking off to us.
Oh, oh.
Well, we
Hey,
might
no, don't
overinflate
threaten
me with a
Vivo
good
and
time.
he'll do a DSPO face.
He'll pop on camera real quick and be like, "Oh."
Oh, is this
For a
working?
total of 5 seconds and then be done.
What am I gonna do with the other 3 seconds?
Cuddle.
You have to figure that out yourself.
Oh, I'm live streaming. Damn.
Coof.
Hey,
Social
Somebody's
distance.
doing bong rips already?
hey, everybody! I'm live streaming that. The damn fucking Google thing didn't even tell me I'm live streaming.
Well, let's do this. I gotta be out here at 2:30, so let's do this.
Okay, cool. Everybody, this is the Jackals bloopers. Hey, everybody, this is the Jackals lair with my special guest.
James Lesser Express Lane.
Agent Proper.
Gamer Taz.
Chronic 420.
Wicked zombie.
Based Oslo.
And I thank y'all very much for coming on. Today we have 10 topics, and after that y'all can talk what the fuck y'all want to talk about. The first topic I wanted to talk about was smart delivery. Anybody want to start that off?
I mean, I'll head this one off.
Okay.
Isn't that how things are supposed to be now? I mean, if you're buying something from a company and you bought last year's model, shouldn't you start getting some perks for it? I mean, smart delivery has been around already. Activision's done it with Destiny and Destiny 2. They've done it as well with Call of Duty games in the past. It's kind of the thing now, and I know Steam does it all the time over on PC. So what's the point? This should be a standard in the industry now.
Yes, I fully.
So do you think
agree.
PlayStation will do it then?
I
think
don't
they have
know,
to be
and if
forced
they
to do
don't,
it.
it's a big mistake.
They've been
They're getting
pressured into
forced
doing
into it.
things before. They've been pressured into crossplay.
PlayStation
And-
has already talked about actually doing it.
And they barely do crossplay though.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's okay.
The only game that I know of that they do crossplay with is Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the only game I know they do crossplay with, and it's a fucking shame that that's
They don't-
really the only game because
Fortnite?
you got Destiny 2. Well, Fortnite, everybody does crossplay.
Yeah.
Even the Switch. I'm surprised it's not cross-play with mobile yet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the only game. I mean, to be fair, it was like Destiny 2. That should be one of the biggest crossplay games besides Fortnite, but it's fucking not.
Yeah, you and I talked about this earlier this week, and it's a shame because a lot of these games, it shouldn't matter what platform you're playing on. You're still playing that party's, property.
Yeah,
It
long,
shouldn't
long as
matter
you
at
still
this
got a
point.
Microsoft account, you should be able to play on whatever system you want. And I like how Microsoft's doing that with smart delivery and crossplay and everything, to where you buy a game, you already own it for the next generation system. You just get an upgraded version for already owning the game, which is great. And then you talked about fucking GTA 5 coming out on the fucking PS5 and Xbox One, and I'm like, is GTA 5 gonna be free? If anyone got to repay for that motherfucker?
I
Ooh,
don't
that's
think
a
it's
good
gonna be.
question.
I think
Just the online.
And like
Because they
Sony's
did
talked
say that.
about, if you own PlayStation Plus, you get a copy of GTA 5, but then again, you have to own PlayStation Plus.
And keep paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all these caveats, and it's usually that way with a lot of these things. And if I enjoy an experience, I'm gonna purchase that experience again for different platforms. I mean, I've done it with Skyrim multiple times, just because.
Thing is, you shouldn't
But,
have to.
Right.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to anymore. Exactly, and that's the point of this whole smart delivery. I mean, if somebody's coming out with a brand new edition of a game for $40, I'm looking over at Street Fighter. It's like, come on now. I've already bought this game. Either make it DLC, charge me $20, $10 for it, or just give me the game for free. I already bought this game.
And
Don't make me buy it again.
the way Microsoft's talking, all your save files and everything carry over with you, like they do from the 360 era and shit. You know how like you play backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, and you got like 360 games and shit. It brings all your save files with you still from your Xbox One games to the Series X. So you still get
Yeah.
all your progress and everything,
They
and you
do
get a
that
better
for
version of the game.
they do that for PC as well.
Yeah, that's why
Like
I'm really happy about this.
if you buy a digital copy for Xbox One for certain games, you'll get it for PC, but then again, you're buying it from the Microsoft store, and there's some crap going on with that store. But yeah, it transfers all your saves and all that kind of stuff. So that it kind of exists, but they need to do it more.
Do you
Yeah, it
boys
needs
think
to
they're
be
gonna?
more refined.
Digital. This, like you guys said, this should be everyone do it because it's digital. It's digital. What's keeping you from carrying it over? It's not like, oh, going from PS1 to PS2. Well, you got to take this disc to that disc. Like, why? All right, that I understand. Or going from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, completely different formats. But it's all, well, in this case, Blu-ray. It's all digital.
Now
Let's
the
make it
only
work.
thing that I have an issue with though is what happens when you put out collections of games. I mean, because collections are a good thing, in my opinion. I like to play, 8 Mega Man games in a row. Why not? On one disc. Nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Pop back and forth into a menu. So, what will happen to collections like that? Will they
They
just
should-
be packaged in?
I think,
Like I think they should be?
They
I
should
think
carry
what-
over with the system if you already own them.
yeah, I think it'll like work in the same format. Just you could just transfer the game over.
Because
Like the
Microsoft
whole-
did say they had thousands of games already made for the Series X that are Xbox One and 360, thousands of them.
Yeah. So they're just pretty much upgrading everything and making sure that things are going to run at more frames per second.
They
Like,
even said that.
I
Go
was
ahead.
watching the video. They're running the Gears at 100 or something
Yeah,
like that.
120 frames on fucking Series
Dang.
X. Yeah,
That's crazy.
And that's pretty good for a fucking console.
and
For-
they're
for
also
something that's
running. And they're also running HDR on games who weren't programmed for HDR. They've developed a program to make games that weren't developed for HDR to run an automatic HDR on the Series X.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed it off, and they said it worked because they showed off an old Xbox 360 game, and then Halo 5 Guardians, and they go, this is what the game looks like on the Series X with our software to make it HDR, and it fucking made the game look so much better than what it did on the fucking Xbox One.
Yeah, they put those things right side by side too to show, hey, this actually works. Like, here's the upscaling to everything. Here's how everything looks with the, different lighting and sound and things like that. And again, this is interesting to me because consoles want to start pushing into the PC market a little bit.
Well, Microsoft's been doing that, especially with Game Pass.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, fucking Game Pass is amazing.
Game Pass, Sleeps.
Game Pass is fantastic. they've done pretty well with it.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the next generation and Game Pass together.
Mhm.
And they said that all Xbox titles that are made by Xbox Studios are available on Game Pass day one on the Series
Yep.
X. So you get to play Halo Infinite day one if you have Game Pass on the Series X. You get to play Hellblade 2, Sonora's Sacrifice day one. All their first party studios.
I also have a feeling that a bunch of the first party studios from this generation will transfer where they have live service aspects. Sea of Thieves comes to mind. I could see them porting that over.
Well,
I need to
they
get
are
back
porting
into
that
that.
over.
I enjoyed
because it's
Mini Nights.
That game
Yeah,
fucking
they-
rocks.
Yeah, they are porting that over from what I've been understanding because they said it's still a huge fan base, even though it's not a big game.
Yeah, it's niche, but that's a vocal, supportive, feverish fan base. Sea of Thieves is big city titties boys.
Yeah, they just
Oh, yeah.
added fucking DLC to it.
Yeah, they add stuff like every other month. Like that game is consistently still getting content added.
And it's a
strange,
very
which is really
underrated,
cool.
like, fun game to play.
Well, yeah, it did the
Yeah.
whole, like, we kind of started off a little bare bones, but we built it up, and now we have the faith of our community, and now we're going full steam ahead. It's pretty fucking neat to see.
Yeah, that's,
It's like No
that's
Man's Sky
ideal
without all
for
the
games now.
Exactly what I was gonna say. It's like No Man's Sky, where they start off like, "Oops, we fucked up,"
Without
and we
all
make
the
it up,
pain
and then they
now.
made it up.
Yep.
That's all. I can't trust.
Exactly.
I can't trust people.
And then you're gonna look at, like The Last of Us Part 2. They fucked that shit up. They ruined it completely.
Yeah, but they can't go back and fix that.
That's a discussion for a different
I don't
day.
know,
but
bro.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think
They're
that
not
shit's
gonna fix it.
progressive and wonderful, and I'm so happy. I cannot wait to play the golfing game. Hot Shots Golf 3 looks fucking toy.
You know what? Someone said I seen a comment on Twitter under one of the Naughty Dog tweets. Hey, I can't wait to play Tiger Woods 2021.
Dude, Tiger would be proud.
That's hilarious.
Those Tiger Woods games are really good.
Yeah, they are. They are. I actually, me and a buddy of mine play. I can't remember which one it was, but it was on the 360. I'll go over there every now and then, and we'll smoke some things and then play some Tiger Woods, and then we'll just have a ball playing Tiger Woods. I mean, and I'm not a golf person. I hate golf.
No,
But I love
the
Tiger
thing
Woods.
about video games, though, and that's the thing, is that they're supposed to bring us together and give us some form of entertainment and enjoyment. And with story-based games like The Last of Us, you really have to walk this fine line, and we can discuss that at a different time, because that's going to be a long conversation.
So do you think
Fun
Broken Games
conversation.
HD? So y'all think Broken Games HD is wrong because he said on Twitter that gamers don't buy a console based on which one is more pro-consumer? I can't play pro-consumerism. They buy the one that has the better games. So all that stuff people saying about supporting last gen and all that sounds nice, but it's not. Do you believe that he's right or wrong about saying that?
Kind of
I
right
think
and
he's a little wrong.
But
I
yeah, I
mean-
agree. I think he's more wrong.
My opinion, personally, is I buy consoles that I can play with friends. That's why I buy my console. Otherwise, there's no difference really, except for maybe the exclusives, and those might hook me one day. But still, I buy consoles to play with friends, and on occasion I'll buy a console just for me, like the Switch. I don't play with friends on my Switch, but the wife loves to play with the Switch, loves Animal Crossing. It's entertaining and it's easy to pick up, play, and put down. It's not going to suck me in for 4 or 5 hours.
And I think a good example as to why he's wrong is the launch or reveal of the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They shot themselves in the foot, stuck their foot in their mouth,
And
Don't
fucked it
stroke
up.
And
up boomer
Sony-
beards and remember that.
And then
ran with it.
Sony
Now,
came
they still
back.
had the games, but still, Xbox hurt themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you
Sony-
can see it in this new console reveal. They really did their fucking homework. They put everything together all in one package, and they're looking like they're gonna run away with this.
And fucking
just-
Don Matrick Man was a retard. He was a fucking retard.
Well, I don't know what it's like to be in a submarine, but I guess it's hard to get online.
Here's the thing about this upcoming gens like systems. I don't care for the designs of either one.
They're
But
rough.
here's the they look stupid, but the best part is they're going to be tucked underneath a cabinet or behind your TV. Or if you want to get creative, you can paint it or make a cool like action figure out of it. I don't fucking know.
Have you seen the size of the PlayStation 5?
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
it's
actually
ridiculous.
about to say
It's
that.
big.
How you gonna hide that motherfucker? It's like
Yeah.
twice the
I thought
size
it-
of the Series X.
I thought
and
it
the
was a
Series X
space
looks
heater at
huge.
first.
It's as big as the fat PS3.
Oh, it's the oh.
And I
bigger.
think,
I
think
was.
I
was
think with
that
measurements
big.
that the PS3 is a little thicker.
There's a video on
It's
Twitter
like
where they
size
compare
fat.
like the Series X to the PS5, and it's like twice the size, and the Series X is about the size of the fucking original PS3.
I'm not really a size stickler. I'm more for quietness. I don't like a console to sound like a fucking jet engine.
Like
Oh,
mine
yeah,
is
it's
right
like-
now.
I had a
Like that.
PS3.
Jeez.
I had a PS3.
Dude, my
that
60
was
used to
so
do that.
fan-
PS4
You
anytime
could hear
I
it in
boot
the
up
other
a game
end of
would
the house.
It's amazing.
I mean, the
Just-
PS4, man, you could fucking hear that motherfucker take off.
Yeah, you can. That's like the big. That's why I stopped using mine. I was like, I don't want to listen to this.
Just take it apart, put some thermal paste on a heat sink, and you're good to go.
I'm kind of a caveman
Yeah,
with a
I've done that a couple
troglodyte,
times.
so
If I gotta take that motherfucker apart, there's no point in me fucking buying one. Like, fuck that shit. They should do that shit pre-built. It's like, if I want to work on something, I'll go work on my PC.
Right?
Exactly.
Like,
If it's not plug and play, I don't want to deal with it.
I haven't touched my PlayStation 4 in about, oh damn, a year? I want to say about a year. And I remember it sounding
wasn't you
like
just
a
playing Final
jet.
Fantasy?
Yeah, like I haven't played it for about a year up until Final Fantasy. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it sounded like a jet engine when I was
Pro
playing
does,
Red
too.
Dead.
Yeah, it probably needs to be cleaned out. New thermal paste applied.
Yeah.
I did that for mine and my nephews and quietened them down.
And I was actually looking up how to, take everything apart and all that kind of stuff. One, I don't have the tool. Like, I got to find the tool online. And two, I'm half blind, so I'm afraid that I will break something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just going to let that thing burn out until I
It
have
dies.
to buy a
it's just
new
like
one.
a supernova. Sort
Yeah.
of ride out, man.
You'll
I'd
see it
rather-
over in your room in a corner, it'll just like fucking burst in flames, and it'll just like shoot like a big old fucking beam of light out, and you'll be like, "What the fuck was that shit, man? God damn, my PS4 must have blew up."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
put-
just
I
I'm
put
just
mine
gonna
back
let that
together,
thing burn.
And I don't know what I
Do you
did.
have to
originally.
beg for another PS4 after it blows up? Is that standard now too?
You know what? I don't I'm a real gamer, so no.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
rather pay I'm not, that thing.
It's like I had the launch PS4 and I had the fucking Pro, and I was so disappointed with both of them that I was just like, "Fuck this shit."
Right?
Dude,
Like,
my,
I had
my Xbox One is the launch Xbox One, the day one version, and it hasn't died yet. I mean, I sure as hell probably tried to kill it by spilling, beer or whiskey on it a couple times, but it
So do you
lived
have the Connect?
so far. I do. It is actually in storage. I don't use it anymore. There's
You
Oh.
should
no
send
point.
it to me. You should send it to me, man.
So the
my
only thing I
Xbox.
use it for is just voice commands for Netflix when I'm too lazy to get off the couch.
Hey, I'm sorry. Somebody had a question to Ozo. Their question-
Oslo.
Oslo.
Oz. Like the Wizard of Oz, but a little bit lower standards.
Or
Like
like
that.
the city in Norway. There's also
Somebody
that.
wanted me to remind you that if, matter of fact, I just put it in the chat.
Oh, please do. I implore you.
I just had a quick question for you, Mad Lad, since we're talking about gamer stuff, and then I will peacefully sunset myself.
Okay.
Like with The Last of Us 2 coming out, and the fact that Metacritic,
out. It's already
IGN,
out.
Kotaku, all of these other major news sites are doing all of these paid reviews that give it glowing scores, 95, 100, Game of the Year contender. To me, it basically seems like these companies are reviewing their own work, but then pretending that it's not them.
Well, you
Can
have to
guys-
think
can-
about it.
yeah,
These
well,
companies
hold
are
on.
paid.
Like, well, so can you think of
last
anything?
time you read a review that you agreed with?
Well, no. So here's my question: can you guys think of anything cringier in this world than reviewing your own work but pretending it's not you? Because that seems really cringy, and that's
yes.
basically what they're doing.
I can
That's
actually think of
basically what they're
something, and it's funny, and it actually relates to DSP. Pretending to not beat yourself while spending $40,000 plus while playing a mobile game.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
proper.
fucking
Obviously,
shit.
I agree with you. It's been a
mean,
while,
but
by the way, since I've
as-
gotten the coffee, but I will get back on it. I apologize.
But as far as it
I've been
goes,
derelict in my duty.
And you have to think about these
reviews don't
companies
matter
get
anymore.
paid
Nobody
to do
cares.
these reviews and shit. And since these companies get paid to do the reviews, of course they're going to review their own fucking work because they're going to pat themselves on the back because they can make even more fucking money. It's like now The Last of Us 2 is being review bombed on fucking Metacritic. It's down to a fucking low ass score after it came out.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
So that's very obvious. Once you get this creative work, whatever it may be, in the hands of, you know, a reader, a viewer, a gamer, obviously the creative work doesn't pass the smell test. It's going to be review bombed because at its core, it's absolute trash.
It is.
Because it would have to be trash when you're reviewing your own work but pretending to not be you, which is what these gaming companies are doing.
I mean, it's all over
Yeah.
Twitter that
It would
motherfuckers
have to
review
be a
bombing this
next
shit.
level of trash, like just the hottest of trash. But that's all I wanted to say,
I mean,
guys. Enjoy the show. I'm still gonna be viewing, but that's just what I.
Well, this
Oh, no, you
happens
don't
all
have
the
to.
time, though, with
Okay.
you know the movie industry. You know, any kind of artist or you know influencer or reality TV, all of this stuff, they all just you know it's just a big circle jerk nowadays. That's all
But
it is everybody wants to fluff each other up and boost each other up, and then you go and look into real comments, real reviews from people in the comment sections on Twitter or wherever else you can find them, and those are the real motherfuckers you want to look for.
But
You know,
see, I
quit
believe that
falling
video
for this
game.
corporate bullshit that people try to push on you. I mean,
But see,
platforms like Google and other places like YouTube, they don't make fucking money. So what they have to do is to influence the population to lean a certain direction to make more money from their
So
parent
what?
companies.
Everyone's a paid shill?
No, I believe the video
it
game industry
happens
is
quite
worse
often.
for it than others. I mean, any other industry like the music industry or the movie industry, you have the video game industry that's 10 times worse in this category than any other industry because there's things that fly in the video game industry in the communities that would never fly for fucking any other media source.
You know, that's what we were
Yeah,
talking about the other day. Like, you will never accept half the shit that goes on gaming and buying a car, buying clothes. Matter of fact, buying a PC. You would never accept that your fucking new graphics card or CPU don't come with all the features that's supposed to come with day one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where we're starting to get this pushback. Look at all the review bombs going on right now with The Last of Us 2. You know, people are sick and tired of listening to the bullshit that people are trying to peddle you. You know,
Yeah,
it's a bunch of, you know, they're trying to peddle their, you know, snake charmer wares and they're trying to push their snake oil on you. And it's just like, nah, this isn't what I want. This is bad. I don't want this.
So
Quit
what
lying
y'all
to me.
think about the PS5 reveal?
It wasn't the best.
Yeah,
I was saying it's a little
Put it
lackluster.
that way.
It could have been a hell of a lot worse.
I kind of want to
Oh, yeah.
say
God,
that.
could have been worse.
I kinda wanna say that Microsoft-
Racer.
I mean, the one that Microsoft did was okay. I think the one that PlayStation 5 did was better than the one Microsoft did, in the sense of that they showed off their top games that are first party. Microsoft only showed off what people are putting onto the Series X, and I think that right there made the show a little bit better. But at the same time, though, I didn't like the show in general because the show was showing off all their accessories with the PS5, like the new fucking headset, the charging dock station, and everything else. And the average consumer sees that video, they might think all this shit comes with the fucking PlayStation 5.
Oh no.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
I think-
also,
I also kind of think that people won't think that because it's something that I kind of grew up with. Like I used to get like these Nerf guns, and inside they would have a booklet with different types of Nerf guns. And at that time, I actually thought that if you bought one of those, you would like get all the accessories that came for that gun.
Yeah.
You didn't. You didn't get like the little extra stuff that they showed off.
Yeah, because there's people out there who are misinformed like that, who look at something and go, "Oh, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a headset, a charging station, and whatever else the fuck they shared with that motherfucker." I mean, the headset looked nice.
None of that stuff comes with the base. $399 or $499. You actually had to buy all that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna spend more money to get that stuff.
And there was no reason for them to show all that to get together.
And what do you think of the digital version of the PS5? Like the company that doesn't really support backwards compatibility, and they want you to buy digital games for a fucking system.
There'd be no reason to buy the digital version.
If I buy one, it's the one with the drive.
Everybody else I talked to said they was gonna buy the digital version.
I mean, I'm glad they give you the options. Unlike
Yeah.
with PS4, did PS3 have? No, PS3 didn't have a digital only option.
No.
Nah.
no,
And
I know
PS5 is first PlayStation.
it's a little bit of a
app.
deep cut, but the PSP Go had that was the digital only
Oof.
Sony
And
console.
Yeah,
that's a deep
Yeah,
cut.
not
I
doing
remember
face,
seeing
man.
that.
That did not do
Stroking
very
the
good.
boomer beard here, but big ups to the PSP Go.
Right.
That motherfucker fell so goddamn hard when that shit came out. Man,
I
everyone
had one. I
fucking
thought one was.
roasted
I
that
thought it was
shit.
cool, and then I had shitty internet because I grew up in rural America.
I thought it looked
Yeah.
cool. I never owned one, but I like the big brick PSP, the one with the UMDs.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was
the
fucking
UM
nice.
I had that till my daughter lost mine.
Thing was cool.
I even had a fucking Vita, man. The Vita was great.
Yeah, got one sitting
Never
here.
owned a Vita. I wanted to at one point, and then I was like, but there's only like one game I want to play on it. I'm
So
not
my-
gonna buy it.
I think my.
I'm sorry.
I think my biggest criticism from the PS5 event was the montage at the end, where we could have had. They showed off a lot of really cool devs in that montage. They had Derek Yu, the lead designer of Spelunky. The chick from the Devolver Digital events was in there. I would have rather seen them have a chance to show their games off than like Goodbye Volcano High.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
does Booby have to
Right.
say to me on YouTube chat?
He ain't saying
Fucking
shit.
Volcano High. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the
Yeah.
game's not even out yet, and everyone's already shitting all over it. It's like,
I mean,
oh,
people have kind of a right to.
yeah.
They
Look,
said
bro,
no.
you-
If you throw your thing out there into the public, it has a right to be criticized by the public.
They said no NAC 3 at the presentation. I guess that's replacing NAC.
I want NAC 3. I want all NAC all day, every day. Give me the NAC.
Oh, and one other thing that I kind of thought was funny, but at the same time a little shitty. There was a developer that came out with that had their reel, ready to go for the show, and then Sony forgot to play it.
Oh, that happened this year too at the PC Gaming Show.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Fucking Gloomwood.
Yes, and then
Everyone-
like
'cause everyone thought
right
it
at
was-
the end of the
everyone-
show, they were like, "Oops,"
Every-
and then played it.
Well, because they cut it, they skipped it over the New Blood part of the PC Gaming Show, and
Yep.
everyone thought Bloodborne was coming to PC. Bloodborne's coming to PC, boys. That's the rumor. And then they
And
said,
instead, they got a
wait till the end of the
PS5
show.
remastered.
Wait till the end of the PC Gaming Show, and it was Gloomwood, and so many people were pissed. But play Gloomwood. It's free. The demo on Steam. Survival horror thief, and it's designed by the guy who made Dusk. And if you haven't played
nice.
Dusk, go fucking play Dusk, all y'all.
And what do you think of Bloodborne being remastered on fucking PS5, but it has two different modes, like a
It-
performance mode and a graphical mode?
I've already
Bloodborne's
said this
pretty.
on Twitter. It does not need a remaster. That game is fairly new, and it still looks amazing.
I think it's a waste of resources.
Exactly. It's
So,
still fairly
Jackal,
new.
what did Bobby want to say to me on or Booby,
Oh, he
however you
was
say
just
that
telling
name?
me to shut the fuck up.
Oh, fuck him.
So what do y'all think about people that are thinking the new consoles are already underpowered for the fact that they're offering either performance or visual options?
Compared to what? Compared to other consoles or compared to PC? I mean,
Well, no, just because a lot of there's people out there thinking the new consoles are underpowered automatically, like the PS4 was when it came out, because
That's what it sounds like.
they're offering a graphical option or a performance option, and people are thinking, well, the reason they're offering that is because they're underpowered, because they're not used to having options like they do on a PC, because some of them don't have PCs.
I mean, to some people, if you think about it like this, like you just got a new system and it's already having a fucking option to where, like, if you want to play the game at 60 frames a second, you got to do a different optional setting. Some people feel like they're getting gypped and cheated, but at the same time, though, having more options is a good thing.
Yeah, just like on
especially consoles first kind of push into this zone where they're trying to start getting more performance out of consoles. I mean, we're going to see better stuff keep coming out. I mean, look at what PC's doing.
Yeah, it's kind of been the
These
trend
things are
since
just going to turn
gaming's
into
been a
just
thing.
dedicated gaming PCs. That's what they're going to turn into.
Starting to look a little bit like PCs. I mean, they're getting that height in.
Series X does. Looks like a
Yeah.
fucking mini ITX tower.
I'd seen that once, and I was like, nope, that's a PC.
You got a mini PC for the Xbox and a PS4 router.
That's not a gaming console. That is a PC.
I was thinking more like an Alienware PC for the PS5.
Alienware. I couldn't think of the name. Yeah,
looks
it's like an
weird.
Alienware computer.
I kind of like the design of the PS5.
So
I guess I'm partial because it matches my color theme of my PC, so I guess it's kind of partial to that.
I heard the PS5's racist because it's all white.
It's got a little black on the inside.
Black in it.
Right? It's got some black.
I mean, that's what's been
It's
posting
a
on Twitter in the
reverse
last like
Oreo,
24
man.
hours. Is that
It's a reverse Oreo.
that the fucking PS5 is racist because it's all white, and I'm like, you motherfuckers need to get a life. Like seriously, like Jesus Christ.
So I
I
have,
Stretching it too hard, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That does sound funny as hell, though.
so I have a question.
It is.
So I have a question about the PS5 when it comes down to the digital only. Will the games be cheaper?
No.
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 Because this the question. I mean, this is what y'all console guys should be demanding Sony. If we purchase the digital only console, what's it in it for us? If you're not going to bring backwards compatibility to where I could bring my whole library from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, what is in it for me? If you're not going to make the games cheaper to where it's a difference from when I buy the digital version versus the standard version, what the fuck is in it for me, the consumer? If I buy the digital version, there should no longer be $60 games, because remember when Xbox tried to do this, they said if you give us the chance to do digital only, we will be able to make the games cheaper because we don't have to ship these games. We don't have to do all this extra shit that costs us have to make these games $60. So with digital only, you no longer have the excuse, well, we have to bring it to GameStop, Walmart, all this. So that takes money out of our pockets. All that excuse is no longer there no more.
See, I'm not saying that like digital games aren't cheaper on the Xbox, as Microsoft does run a lot of sales on the fucking Xbox for new and older games to give you a cheaper price for them. But Steam does the same exact thing to where they're on there and they're still got that $60 price tag, but they go on sale eventually. And I feel like Microsoft's been doing a good job with a lot of their sales and shit. I just picked up Odyssey and Origins and got them for like a really cheap fucking price, because otherwise I wouldn't have paid $60 for them on digital. I mean, I got them for a really fucking cheap price. I picked up the BioShock collection on Xbox for $5 for all 3 games. I mean, I feel like Microsoft and Steam do a really good job on their fucking sales and shit, because Microsoft's been holding winter sales, spring sales, summer sales, just like Steam's been doing. Hell, they had a
You'd start
developer
playing.
sale a couple. Yeah, they had a developer sale a couple weeks ago for Capcom, where I got Resident Evil 3 for fucking $30, and I wasn't paying $60 for that game.
A Square sale not too long, like what was it, like a couple months ago, where they had the stay-at-home coronavirus JRPG collection for like for like $50. You get like Final Fantasy 12. What else was it?
Yeah, it was
another-
a bunch of the Square JRPGs. They did one for
Yeah.
all the Eidos Montreal ones, where like you can get like Thief, all the Deus Exes, all the Tomb Raiders, and a bunch of other random shit I never heard of. But it was still fucking cool to get a bunch of games for like $35. You feel like a bandit robbing a bank. Like hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Exciting.
that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Sony
it feels like
hasn't
that more.
executed anything like that. Sony's
Or I
only
feel
been
like they're
sitting
starting
there
to get
being
the
like,
eye to why people
We have
like
our
the
plus.
digital market, and where the digital market's going to, why people like to spend their money digitally is because shit goes on sale fucking all the time.
Yep.
And
And
it's
if
like
things
right-
are on sale, they're more willing to spend more money.
Yes.
It's like right
and
now, Microsoft's having a gay pride sale where they got games that have gay themes in them on sale right now for gay
yeah,
pride month.
I ain't supporting that shit.
nice.
I'm just saying it's shit like that they're doing with digital purchases and shit to entice consumers to go to a more digital focused library like Steam does.
right?
So
And I don't see Sony doing any of that shit half the times. Like my girlfriend
No.
has a PS4, and I never see them announce sales or nothing. I see them give discounts or having PlayStation Plus and buying a game if you have PlayStation Plus and shit. But I don't see no fucking sales being advertised constantly.
No, you have, which they
Yeah.
need to do better with communication.
Yeah, that and you have to go into the store.
But
to see.
it's so
Because they
random
have that,
and they don't
they
advertise
have that
it.
little, they have that little like what's new thing on the PS4, and then the deals on the store page. But there's not like a direct like here's where the cool shit is. Here's where you can buy it. When you go to the sex box store, there's like a thing right there. Deals. Bam, you go there.
right.
they-
You
Yeah,
get 'em
and it's
right
like,
there.
here's the banner
It's
for the
easy to
sale,
communi-
and here's
It's easy
how
to
many
read.
games
It's
you're selling to
very
you.
clearly
Now, I will
spread
say-
out.
So that they have like what once or twice this year, so it's not a lot, but they have put on the home menu for sales, and it takes you straight to the sales. So you don't have to look for it. You don't have to go in the store, to go find it. But yeah, it's not very often that they advertise it.
Yeah, but when I have to go to like a Twitter handle to find out the Sony deals, I don't think that's really good communication.
No, it's not. And it's like Microsoft just put fucking Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on Game Pass along with 3, and I'm like, man,
And
that's even
everyone
more
who
fucking
bought all-
value.
Yeah, that's what. Those were like what 11 games there with all
Yeah,
like the
because they
spin-offs
got
and
Remix
whatnot?
1 and Remix 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, and Remix 1 and 2 got like fucking like 5 or 6 games on them apiece.
I wish I kept my
It's a lot
Xbox
of
now.
video games. A lot of video games.
Now, aside from the sales, how much of the fact that the digital games are the full $60, the full price, compared to the physical, has to do with the companies still trying to appease brick and mortar stores that they're still currently having to use?
I don't think
Definitely
it's
has
like
something
they're
to do
trying
with
to.
it.
I don't believe it does. I think personally, it's that these companies are so used to selling their games for $60 that they're trying to get the full price out of them, even if they're not worth that. They're trying to get that price out of them because they want to make that fucking money for their bottom line.
Right.
Or that too. It's part,
Well, they
part
gotta
of
eat
the
too.
industry.
and for
Yeah.
for Jane, I mean,
Games
no,
have been
I'm sorry, not
$60
Jane.
to $80 since I was buying video games way back in the day. It's like, oh, brand new N64 game? Heck yeah, it's like $70. I mean,
If-
that's just how it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
original
how-
Nintendo games were $60. The Nintendo games that came on the original NES, they were fucking $60 a game.
Some
Heck,
of the
they
price,
had-
I mean,
I understood though. You had the chip, you had hardware that you actually had to buy. The companies, to get the game out. Whereas now, Blu-rays are so cheap to make, you don't have to worry about all that. So
It's just they're
different.
greedy.
It
It's
makes
just they're
more
really
sense.
fucking greedy, man. I'm telling you, they're greedy ass corporations.
I remember
Oh,
back in the day, like back in the 80s, they had like Nintendo games for like $100, sometimes
Yeah.
even $200 for a
yeah,
cartridge.
and they were like the shitty 1 in 52 cards and things like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what made it kind of go into the standard $60 to $80 kind of range. And now I've seen more newer games get pushed down to like, hey, this is a $40 game because we didn't go through a big developer, so we want you to play our game. So good indie titles and decent hidden gems from smaller companies are $40 to $50.
I remember
and they're out
when
there. You gotta dig around for them.
Sorry to cut you off, but I remember
worries.
when WWE 2K20 came out. A few months later, it went down to like $40. Just
I wouldn't even pay $40
just
for
in a
that.
few months.
And that's it's what happens when you put out a bad game now is people just go nope and just don't buy it, and then in price drops maybe now buy it, and most people still sitting there, no, I'm not going to play it. It's hot trash.
Right. It's kind of disappointing with the prices nowadays.
Some of these games aren't
mean,
worth the price they're printed on.
Exactly.
I buy maybe 2-3 games a year for that release $60 price. Otherwise, I'm buying bundles or some DLC for those couple games I buy a year. Unless if there's something that really catches my eye that I really actually want to buy, I kind of just do that. That's how I play my games now. But
I brought one
Game
new
Pass
game
and
this
things
year.
like that have opened up many new games for me.
I brought one brand new game this year, and that was Doom Eternal, and that was it. That's the only game I paid full price for.
I don't even think I've purchased a single game this year. I've been
the other
playing
games
a lot
I
of
brought-
Destiny 2.
Yeah, the other games I brought, man, it just been like fucking on sale or on Game Pass and shit.
Exactly.
I gotta
It's like,
stop
oh,
buying games.
A new
on
game in
sale.
a couple of
It's
years,
very
brand new
addictive.
at $60.
It's very
I was looking at the
addictive.
price
I
drop.
bought indie this year.
I gotta stop buying games. It's very addicting, especially.
Dude, just
when
go
they
through Game
like
Pass,
80.
bro. There's new shit
Yeah, we're
like
telling
every
you.
other day.
Like, he has Game Pass on the PC, but it's not as big as it is on the fucking console side. Because, like, if you have Game Pass Ultimate for the console and the PC, it is such a huge library because you get 360 games, you get original Xbox games from the original Xbox and shit. I mean, it's so much fucking bigger. So I brought an Xbox because I paid for Game Pass and shit, so I can get the benefits of Game Pass on both systems.
Yep.
And I did have Game Pass for a while on PC, and that thing was actually pretty cool. I mean, I got to play Outer Worlds.
That's a
I
fun
didn't know.
game.
I'll say
Yeah,
that was
I
a
got it.
great game.
I mean, I couldn't really get into it,
It
but
has its faults,
got
but if
to
you
play
can
it.
if you can look past its weird curves, it's
It's good.
I was having
You
some
gotta
weird.
really-
I was having
That is
some
like
weird.
a big kind of story game. Like you're creating the whole story of that game.
Yeah,
playing.
I mean, and it's
And
done by
it's very
Obsidian, and I
entertaining.
love Obsidian. I love their
Obsidian
Fallout.
does great work.
yeah,
Right.
it
I
comes
like-
close
I
to New
like-
Vegas.
I like New
Comes
Vegas,
close.
but
Exactly.
it has the. I always have the same issue with those types of
With
games.
that, with that style RPG.
No, I have some weird frame rate issues for some odd reason.
Oh, those
Alright.
games are notorious for that every now and then. Like,
Even-
New
even on-
Vegas used to crash out all the time.
Even on console, like back when New Vegas came out on
yeah, it's running on fucking
console.
Gamebryo. Like an engine made from like duct tape
But-
and melted Legos.
I ended up having like 2 of the DLCs. I couldn't even finish it because for some odd reason the DLCs were
The
messing.
DLCs are like the reason to play New Vegas, though.
I
Old
know,
World
but
Blue,
the
you
DLCs,
get to
like
hang out
I
with
would be.
Dr. Venture. Come on,
He-
man.
Yeah, but check this out. I would
You owe
literally
it to
be.
yourself.
I would literally start. Like I got it on PC. So
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Have you,
safe
have you
now.
played
It's okay.
Old World Blues though? Have you played through Old World Blues?
that was actually the first DLC I did.
I did
man.
not play the
Good
DLC at all.
So good.
But I always ended up having the same issue on console. And I'd go to the Bethesda forums and people would be having the same issues, and it would always be incorporated with the DLC, but it messes with the main game.
Yeah, it would like attach itself to the main game and it just kind of like bog everything down
Yeah,
to the
because
point where it was unplayable.
I would
You
literally
would lose
start the game.
textures. You would just like it would just look like a hot mess, and it was rough on console.
Yeah, I mean, I'd start the game and then I get up to what was it? The one with the dinosaur.
Novak?
Yeah, Novak. I get to Novak, and by the time I get to Novak, I am skipping frames, and the game is chugging.
It's a weird thing that if you had like too many saves on the disc, like it would just crash out games. So you only had to have like 1 or 2 saves, and then on top of it, if you're a hoarder in those games, it would just be terrible for your performance because it was trying to realize what was in your menu and in your inventory, and that was to bring in all of everything else.
That's the fun part of that game is just hoarding everything. You see it, you pick it up.
Well, yeah, you feel like a trash master of the wasteland. Like, look at my collection of all my advanced shooters. I got this
Especially
from
that
a guy
game,
I
when you're
killed.
starting to
Pretty
repair
cool.
kits and all the med kits and stuff that you could create for yourself. Like,
Then you find
You know,
crazy
I think
shit like
Bone-
you could see Finder.
I think Bane is like the best, the best follower to have in that game.
My issue with Vegas was I never actually beat it because
Raul the Ghoul, by default.
Because it's Danny Trejo.
General
Trejo,
maintenance.
yeah.
Not even for the Danny Trejo. I mean, general maintenance
No,
is an awesome companion.
it's all about Danny Trejo.
Dude,
It is. What game can you walk around and have Danny Trejo sit there and hang out with you and kill people with you?
You could probably modded his voice lines into Half-Life 1 if you want. Probably cut some machete clips and spy kid clips in the beginning of Half-Life 1, and there you go. You're hanging out with Danny
Spy
Trejo.
Kids.
But
That
general
movie,
maintenance is a fucking awesome perk.
Oh,
like
James,
anybody out there hasn't seen Spy Kids, like go watch Spy Kids, like all 3 of them, because it's just full of memes. The entire thing is just star-studded, and it's just hilarious now. It's
that Danny Trejo said that.
Banderas. It plays
That the character
Antonio
Machete is in that
Banderas.
movie. Like when Machete's doing stuff in Machete movies, that's what he's doing. When he's babysitting the kids, like it's the same character. It's like, you gotta be kidding me! It's the same
Are you
character. Just
serious?
when he's according to Danny Trejo, it's the same character. Just when he's babysitting his nephews.
Oh my
it's
Oh my
hilarious.
god, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, Robert.
Like
Rodriguez
go
is a
back
pretty
and
good
watch
actor.
those movies just for the cameos and
I'm gonna
just
have-
for the
No,
the
I'm gonna go
hilarity,
back.
like-
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find all of them, like
back and
even
watch all of
Machete,
Robert
and just
Rodriguez's
watch
stuff.
every single one. Like watch Spy Kids 1, and then watch Machete. Watch
Hey,
Spy Kids
right.
2,
Start
and then Machete 2, and then Spy
Start-
Kids 3.
Outside of the cut y'all all of us, we done with topic 2.
Oh, sorry about that. Just got into our own little world.
Yeah, I'm glad I wrote this down. Hey,
So thank you for stopping us.
No, you're good, Jackal. That's part of being the host. Trust me.
So you want to move on to the next topic then and talk about Resident Evil 8?
I mean, as long as y'all done with number 2.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Can I
Resident
just say
Evil.
real
Okay.
before we start with Resident Evil 8? I have never played a Resident Evil game, but that trailer got me. That was cool as shit. I liked that.
Play on.
It
spooky
doesn't
ass
look as
village.
good as they're saying it is, though.
No.
Oh no, they don't like. I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
judgment until I see actual gameplay.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what you
it's
gotta
still
do.
I think it's still pretty early in development, though.
So have anybody? So y'all all seen the Resident Evil 8 trailer, right?
I think
Yes.
everyone has.
Yeah,
okay.
I watched the film.
So some people saying they don't like it, but to me it looks it gives off that vibe.
Having the motorcycles down the road.
Gives you that motorcycle vibe. I know, bro. I feel it.
Nah, it gives me that vibe from Resident Evil 3.5 beta with Leon was in the castle fighting ghosts and a man with a Hackett or some shit.
That
Hatchet,
sounds
yeah.
badass.
That revives the. If anybody want to see it, I could put it on screen right quick if y'all want me to. But if not, we just keep going. But I'm really excited. It's cool fighting zombies, but my ninja fighting infected werewolves, that's some next
Yeah.
level shit, my ninja.
Here's my opinion on it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Those enemies
Yeah.
sound cool because the molded in 7 was
I
nope.
did not like it.
I hated molded.
I was bitching the whole time. Wicked would tell you saying we was playing some type of single player co-op. He was playing on his channel. I was playing on my channel. I hated the whole fucking experience.
Yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit, but at the same time, the game did have a good first-person horror feel, but the
Yeah.
enemies in it were so boring and bland. But see, the big problem with Resident Evil 8 is that they're canceling for the PS4 and Xbox One, and they're saying it's because of load times, and that makes me and Jackal believe that if they can't fucking handle load times on PS4 and Xbox One, what's the fate of the PC? Because not a lot of people have those fucking SSDs in their
Easy.
system just to run like games at a high speed like these new systems are, and that's kind of like bullshit.
That might be the next hypothetical head to roll in the name of making the next gen Resident Evils the best they can be.
Well, like,
Or maybe they might eventually release it later on.
I still use standard mechanical hard drives for my storage. That's what my games.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck uses SSDs just for games? Like, I have M.2s, but you know, I'm not everybody else.
Yeah, well, I've got an M.2 for my boot, but like for my
hold up.
mechanical hard drives. If they're saying that they don't want to be held back for the old system
Because of load times.
yeah.
Yo,
Well, not just load times, but yeah, that's your excuse. But
What's the
how's that
choice?
going to affect Microsoft? Because they're wanting to keep, for at least the first year or two, everything on the Xbox One and the Series X. But if we already have a company saying no, it's going to hold us back, we're going to forego the old systems and go with the new.
If it doesn't start a precedent, I believe Microsoft will let this one slide. If one game
Microsoft
slips through the
said
crack.
Microsoft said they're not going to force these developers to make games for the older generation systems. They said they give them the tools to do it, but they can't force them if their vision can't fit on last generation systems.
Well, there you go.
Okay, fair is fair then.
Because
That's
Scorn
it.
said,
End the
Scorn
topic.
said the same thing. Because Scorn said the same thing. Scorn came out and said that they couldn't make their game on the Xbox One because the Xbox One wasn't as strong as a PC, and they said they needed the new system that had the Zen 2 architecture to be able to make their vision come to life.
Because I'd rather have a really neat next gen experience than have some weird half step that's trying to be on 2 generations.
I'm just worried about if they're claiming it's load times in the old system using mechanical hard drives like most PC gamers use. Are they going to try to fucking shoehorn having a super fast SSD onto people's PCs as well? Because like then that'd be like them telling you can't play this game unless you have a 3080 or a fucking 9600K processor or some shit. You know what I mean? It's a slippery slope.
Because they were saying it wasn't the power, it was the load times. Because if they had it on the old systems, you'd be getting pop in and stuff like that. It's like,
yeah,
okay, we've dealt with that before. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. And the PC is not like everybody on PC's got like a PS5 or Xbox Series X hard drive, and they're not, and like they're still going to have the same problems with the fucking PC version. They're claiming that this is going to plague last gen consoles.
Mm-hmm. Hey, James, you still here?
Sure am.
You know, you got Dark Smurf ask. Oh shit! Wanted to be asking you questions in the thing.
Okay. A mic went out. Sorry, guys.
But it's like a slippery slope, and it pisses me off for the fact that they even use an excuse like that. I was like, I'm understanding that they want to put it on next gen hardware to give it the actual best version of the game that they can put to not compromise the artistic integrity. But when you say something about it's due to load times, I think that's a bullshit reason.
Oh yeah, it's a complete bullshit reason, but it gets people off of their back. It's easier for people to understand. Oh, load times suck. I don't like waiting for things. I don't even like waiting 3 days for packages to show up at my door anymore. But still, the issue is.
That's why I would never buy from China again.
It's a performance issue with the older generation, and the developer wants their product to be the best it can possibly be.
But where's that going to
I
leave
don't
PC
have
at
an issue
though?
with that.
But where's that going to leave PC if like the consoles are forced to have like a super fast SSD, and like Taz said, he still keeps all his games on a mechanical hard drive.
It might be time to upgrade, and it's rough, and it sucks when that time comes. But you know, sometimes it has to happen.
Right.
In order,
I mean, but you only
grow.
gonna have but a few
For-
games
for
on that
me-
SSD.
For me, the choice is I can spend a little over a couple $100, get me a 8-10 terabyte hard drive, to where you got to
Versus
spend
$100 for a
quite a
fucking 1
bit to
terabyte.
get a good size storage of an SSD or M.2.
And until they bring the prices down, this might actually push people to console that because you got we're the PC elite, we're the PC elite. It's like, oh, well, when we didn't play this game, oh, well, it doesn't run a mechanical hard drive. It doesn't run a mechanical hard drive. So you might actually push people to buy the console.
Exactly.
So I'm perfectly fine with low times because I know what I'm sacrificing. I'm fine
Right.
for having just massive.
That it's going to come down to a personal choice at the end of the day. Do you upgrade? Do you just stand your ground and say, nah, I'm not going to play the game then? Too bad? Or you going to go get a console that can play it? I mean,
Personally, I will play the game because I have M.2s and shit. If my M.2s are enough, they can go fuck themselves. Seriously, like if M.2 isn't enough to run a game like that and it still has load time issues, then Capcom will go fuck herself.
Hey, but hold on, but
my board only supports one M.2 anyway.
hey, but hold up, but we forgetting something here. The SSD they using isn't even a consumer SSD. It's a fucking custom made.
You're talking about the custom
Yes,
Samsung
custom
SSD and PS5, yeah.
Yes. So we can't even compare what we use versus what they using, and this is why I hate when motherfuckers talk about, oh, this shit is better than PC. Fuck you, man. They using customized shit. We don't have access to customized computer hardware unless we make it ourselves.
I think Microsoft is the only company that has the closest SSD that can be compared to a computer SSD because their speeds aren't super fucking fast speeds. They're fast, but they're not like PS5's 9.5 gigabytes a second speed.
Yeah, but you can add storage to the PS5 by adding an M.2.
And you can? I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that's what they had said previously, sometime before the reveal. That to add additional storage, you can add certain aftermarket M.2s. They said not to go out and buy them yet because they haven't said exactly what specs.
Right.
But yeah, you can be able to use aftermarket M.2s as additional storage in the PS5.
What Microsoft doing
officially compatible with PlayStation.
Proprietary, yeah.
Because what Microsoft's doing is they're making memory card type things to hook into the back of the Series X, and those memory card type things are their own individual SSDs that you can transfer progress over to and save shit on.
They won't be cheap.
Oh fuck no, they're not gonna be cheap.
But they better be,
They better be affordable.
Plenty of storage.
Right.
They better be affordable. Thing I could say. Because like they're not going to be cheap, but at the same time though, they better not be like $400 or $500 for a 1 terabyte.
No.
Because if they are, man, people's going to look at them like they're fucking retards. I don't even think a 1 terabyte should be 150 when it's a tiny like fucking memory card type thing. I think it should mostly be like anywhere from 50 to 60, and then for a 1 terabyte, and then if you go higher than that, it should be a lot more.
Oh, I doubt it'd be that cheap.
I know, but I'm just saying, man, because like proprietary storage is getting cheaper.
It always has. You get bigger storage for less money as you keep going on in years.
Well, yeah, but I mean, my thing is that it's proprietary, so it's like, and I know it's not necessarily the same comparison, but like with the Vita's memory cards, where they went with a proprietary card, those were higher, so they didn't sell as many.
I know, because they were too fucking expensive. That's what I'm saying. They have to have a good price point.
What was it? $20 for like 20 gigs or something?
Something like that.
No, like
those things were expensive as hell.
No, yeah, 20 gigs is Oh, I'll have to
Like-
look that up.
It
I know
was
that's
expensive.
Highly expensive.
Let me.
Little micro SD cards that you had to plug
Mhm.
into 2 adapters that you didn't want to lose, and then that's what your games were stored on. That's what everything was stored on. But still, it was just you have to find a middle ground for somebody to be able to want to enjoy consuming your product, right?
It's like if you look at the Switch's proprietary memory that they sell from SanDisk, the Switch version of the SanDisk is a lot more expensive than the fucking actual SanDisk cards their sell for that you can use inside the Switch.
Yeah, everybody laughed at that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah,
It's a
because they have a
third.
Nintendo version of it. I mean, somebody out there is autistic enough to go ahead and buy it and be a Nintendo fanboy, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But for me, I'm going to buy whatever I can to get the most out of my experience.
Which makes you wonder if they price themselves out of being affordable eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem with the whole fucking Microsoft thing is I don't know if there's going to be a third-party source, and I hope there is because someone needs to pressure them if the price is too high to make an affordable option.
Jackal, here's a price thing. This is when Sony had reduced the prices. You had a 4 gig memory card that was down to 15. It was normally 20. 8s were
The fuck?
down to 20. 16s were 40. 32 gigs were 80.
Yeah, I remember I brought a
that-
32 gig
that
for
was-
80.
That was after they were reduced. The 32 gigs were originally $100.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt to buy decent memory, because
And people wonder why the Vita failed.
Well,
People wonder why
Exactly.
it
Nobody
failed.
wanted to buy games you couldn't store and save your files on because what was the point at the end of it?
I mean, I liked the Vita personally. I had the
was
Assassin's
fun.
Creed 3 Vita, and like I thought it was fucking amazing. And like the fucking memory turned me off.
Yeah, I've got a Vita. I bought it used in what was it, only last year. I bought a 16 gig card. I still need to get a bigger one.
My Vita turned into a Hotline Miami machine, and I was kind of cool with that. Kind of just cool with that.
Well, my Switch is a Tetris 99 machine at this point.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. That game is
Oh
fantastic.
God, no!
Love
but
it.
just-
Spent all that money on a Switch and I play one game. I got
And
multiple
free
games,
game.
but
It's
I
got
keep going
dig
back
a
to that
little
one.
And it's a
Gotta
free
dig a
game
little
too.
deeper.
You're playing.
Well, I
I'm
spent the
waiting for them
$29.99
to
to get
release
that
a,
and the DLC in the year of
An
online.
N64
Yeah.
virtual console on that thing.
Hell,
Man,
my-
they barely can do a Super Nintendo Virtual Console on that fucking Switch. What makes you think they're going to do an N64? Nintendo's lazy.
I'd hope so. That or Nintendo needs to do something. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
they're
are-
being a little stagnant here.
That,
Yeah,
or we could all
they
just
are
give up and
being
go buy
lazy,
GameCubes again, and we could just
You're
all act
better
like
off
it's
doing
2004.
that.
Oh my god, I still got my original GameCube.
Or just all act like it's 2004.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
do too.
super dope.
You're
I
just
the
way
original
better
portable
off doing
console.
that. I'm telling you.
I love
GameCubes are the
GameCube.
shit.
I love
That
GameCube.
thing,
I got
thing had a
mine.
handle for a reason.
Yeah. I got mine brand new, and it came with the Game Boy player. I think I got it for like $60-something.
See, the
Nice.
GameCube had a handle on it because, like, when you disagreed with your friend in the Smash Brothers, you can grab it by the handle and beat him with it.
Yeah.
No, we always threw our Wavebird controllers at each other while playing Mario Party and getting drunk.
Those things are durable as hell.
Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
many of those things I have dropped on concrete and they still worked years later?
I
Those
need
are
to
some
get
of the
these
best
up.
controllers made.
They just fit in your hands so nice.
Yeah, they do. Those Wavebird GameCube controllers. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
I've had people complain about the button placement. I had
That's 'cause
no
they got
issue
fat
with the button
sausage fingers.
placement.
You know, it's always somebody
But
bitching about controllers. First it was the Nintendo 64, then it was the regular Xbox. Like, god damn, how small
Well, the
your fucking
N64
hands?
controller looks like a Lovecraftian horror, for starters.
Yeah.
That thing
It
is a
does.
mangled little
That was
mess.
just odd. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It,
use my
it looks
fucking
like
dick
a
for
looks
the
like
middle.
it looks like a cruiser ship from like Star Trek or something like that. with
I think the
buttons.
N64 controller is one of the worst controllers that they made.
Well, because you had a problem with this stick. Damn, just use your dick to control the stick.
Yeah.
One way of doing it. I say I make sure to share it to my Facebook and to my Twitter, so hopefully people show up.
Thank you. All right, I'm sorry, we kind of got off track now. So about
But
the
Resident Evil 8,
Yeah.
We just finished that.
y'all just finished
Yeah.
that. All right, so y'all had nothing else to say about this.
for Resident Evil 8, like one of the things that kind of has me confused is the whole Chris thing. Like you see a whole lot of
He's the
people like,
protagonist.
yeah, like he shoots Ethan's wife for crying out loud, and possibly their kid.
I'm glad he did that because like he needs to be a protagonist because years of being a BSA member and then fighting Umbrella and shit, he's like, man, I didn't make no money off this shit. Fuck you, Ethan. Ah, bitch.
Well,
Do you
he's
think
also
he turns into
he's
a
also
werewolf?
working with Blue Umbrella, and Blue Umbrella was just a thing that they brought in. What was it? Resident Evil 7.
7, yeah.
And not much is really known about that. So maybe this game will kind of flesh out Blue Umbrella and also show why Chris is the way that he is. Is he doing it just to taunt Ethan, or is he legitimately turning into Albert Wesker?
Man, what happened to fucking Jill though? Chris was always with Jill.
Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of questions coming from
Yeah.
this, and
A lot
it's intriguing,
a lot
and
of questions.
hopefully it gets done
And
to a satisfying degree.
I mean,
I've-
7 didn't explain anything when they had the Chris No
No.
More Hero mission.
there was a tweet I seen where they had like side by side pictures of like the main, what could possibly be the main villains of this game. Like they showed off the witch, the werewolf, some creepy guy in a hat, all these characters, like all these new characters, and they had like side by side pictures of our
Motherfucker.
old, heroes from previous games. And they're showing off like some of the things that show off how people think that these are these people. Like they showed what was it? The witch was Claire. And I have to admit, they showed a side by side picture and it looked kind of like Claire.
Jesus.
Like, I want to know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird, but I'm curious. I'm really curious on this thing. If this
Maybe
is
Chris
legitimately
turned
show us-
evil. Maybe Chris turned evil and turned all of his friends into monsters.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
what
show
I'm
us the
thinking.
picture?
Maybe this is true, but right now it's just all speculation and fan theory.
Hey, Killer, can you show us the picture you speaking of?
I will have to go back weeks on
Oh,
one of my
never
old.
mind. Never mind. Hey, before we go on, Psycho Gunner, did you have anything to say? Cause you've been quiet like ever since you've been here.
I think Psycho Gunner went AFK.
yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just gonna.
Maybe he's a ghost.
A ghost.
Psycho,
Yeah, man, I don't
Gunner, if
know.
you want to get
Internet's a
back
spooky
in,
place.
just type in.
Piss off,
to
Ghost.
Let us know.
Yeah,
We
I'll
scary skeletons
Now,
and shivers
what
down
the-
your spine.
see if I can find this and share it.
For Resident Evil
So-
8, didn't it say that it was like the end of his journey or story or something?
I think
Yeah.
that's fan speculation. I don't think they actually said that,
Oh, you said he
but
was
I think it's just fan theory at this point.
I mean, that kind of stuff
Well,
always
it didn't
happens,
say
though,
who.
with-
It didn't
with
say who.
entertainment. I mean,
Necessarily, it just said he or his or something.
but it happens. I mean, comic book characters have died off many, many times, and they keep
Yeah.
coming back with new storylines, different takes. And it's part of what a decent franchise should be able to do is to reinvent itself. And You know,
right.
sometimes you make a mistake. Sometimes you try something different and it just fails. It
Like
happens.
Resident Evil
Trust
6.
me. Look at some of my shitty YouTube videos. They're out there. They're some hot garbage. Trust me. I made them, but I'm still proud of the fact that I took the effort to make them. So, you know,
It's like the whole Resident
It's
Evil
okay.
6 thing. Like Resident Evil 6 was like a fucking hot mess. Everyone critically acclaimed hated that game.
Yes.
yeah.
They were trying to do way too much and please too many people.
So it's
It's
just
got
one of
that
those
game.
things. You make mistakes sometimes, and you have to learn from it. That's a key to it. Is anytime you make a misstep like that, you have to correct it as fast as possible and learn from it, and deal with whatever fallout you have to.
I'm sorry, is this person is a troll? I gotta ask this question. Is this
Girl.
person-
Go help.
Oh yeah, he's an evil troll. Stop the whole thing.
He's a
pull over the short bus.
Railing?
Yeah.
Come
Is
on,
he
you're
gonna derail
derailing
the stream?
You're derailing the stream. Come on.
You're strange. You gotta stop. Come on, dude.
Come on, guys.
You gotta get
Love
back
your
on
voice.
topic.
Okay.
Your voice
Okay.
is perfect. I love it. Come on. That was great.
Now, come on, guys. Trying to do a stream here. You guys fucking up the whole stream for everyone.
Talking about your bowel movements and you ate the flush 2 times. Fuck you.
You're not talking about the topics I want to talk about, so
You got to talk
I'm
to
just gonna
me.
lean in
Breathe.
and
I want
trying
to hear
not to
about my
wake
bowel movement.
I'm trying not to wake
All right,
up my
what's the
son.
next topic here, gentlemen?
It should be that Warner
Keep
Brothers
hyping.
Games is being sold by AT&T.
Oh, this is your
First
topic.
of all, I
Wait,
didn't even know AT&T owned video game companies.
Yeah, AT&T apparently owns Warner Brothers Games when they brought DirecTV because DirecTV like had so much shit they had their hands into apparently.
That's weird.
Yeah, like it's a weird thing, but yeah, Warner Brothers was owned there, and now AT&T's trying to sell it off. And Warner
Well,
Brothers
just the
Games
gaming
have
division.
They've been doing very well. I've enjoyed Warner Brother Games for a while.
Because they also include NetherRealm and the
Yeah,
fucking Rocksteady that makes Batman games.
exactly. And that kind of excites me because if they're trying to get rid of it, they think that there's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just time for them to part ways. It happens.
Yeah,
But
but I'm,
Those studios make really, really well done games, and they're going to get picked up by somebody who wants them to just do their own thing.
Yeah. Didn't someone
So-
say that AT&T's like $250 billion in debt?
Yeah.
They're trying
Yeah.
to get some of
So
that out.
they're trying to trim the fat, is what
But
they're
my
trying
question
to do.
is though, who do you want to buy Warner Brother Games? Which company would you like to buy them?
None-
definitely
And you get
not
Diablo in
EA.
it. I want Diablo as a
Definitely not
DLC
EA.
character.
Because a lot of people want Sony to buy them.
I don't want EA to buy them. I don't want 2K to get them. I don't want Activision to get them.
Nope.
What about
Because they're
Take
gonna-
Two?
I don't want Take-Two. No.
I could see THQ Nordic picking up some IPs if they go to split up the properties.
But they're not
That'd
splitting
be
them up.
nice.
Though. They're
THQ
selling it
does
all for like
good work.
$4 billion or something.
They could probably drop it. They've been doing pretty good lately.
I mean, a lot of people
have been saying Diablo.
There's some valuable IPs here. We
A lot of
they're
people-
publishing Hitman,
Yeah.
Injustice. They have all the Lego games under their belt.
Exactly. Those all
the
have.
Lord of the Rings. Big
Mortal
one for the-
Kombat.
So
Hey, Ozil, the
Oslo.
chat wanted to- Oslo.
Let's say the whole movie. The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard.
Now say the last part.
Oslo.
Oz.
There you go. Give the girl a prize. Da-da-da-da.
Somebody want to know how many toes does aliens have? I don't know. Why is this important?
Obviously, the Gorgashins and aliens have 4 toes on the left appendage.
But
And they
had
all
six
have really
toes.
good Slipknot tattoos on their upper shoulder blade. They all got sick Slipknot tag.
I thought
They
they had
sound
6
cool
toes and
as
penises up and
hell.
down their arms.
Oh, shit. I hope he answered your question, love. I hope he answered your question.
Perfect.
And Dirk Smurf, won't you just come on? We would love to hear your voice.
So here's a question for everyone who's here.
Yes.
Why did they abandon the SSHD hybrid hard drives? I know that the early editions had failure issues, but that's why you put more money into research and development. You get the SSD part, and you get the hard drive part. You get the best of both worlds, because the SSDs, it's like, well, I got to delete this game, add this game, delete this game, add this game. My hard drive just failed, because adding and deleting destroys SSDs, while the spinning of the regular hard drives is what destroys those. So if you get an SSD on a PS5 or the Xbox, like, all right, well, I added and deleted 20 games. Now my Xbox hard drive dies. My PS5 hard drive dies. It's like, why not go with hybrids? Why not invest the money into making those better?
You know, you think that would make a fucking point, but at the same time, I think these companies are too fucking retarded to put the R&D time into it.
Probably.
I mean, would you rather develop a product that some people might pay a little more money for and be able to use it the correct way? Or are you going to have your consumers somebody go, hey, solid states are great. They're super fast. You like super fast things, right? You want all your games and your load times to be minimal. Well, it broke? Oh no, you gotta buy a new one now. Sorry.
It's basically like they're trying to bend you over and fuck you up the ass.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped. I've not seen them. I did used to have one.
PC, I've had one on my PS3, and whenever I buy when I bought the PS4, I switched it out with a 2 terabyte SSHD hybrid before I even turned it on. I love the hybrids because they give you the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I had one of those on my
Exactly.
PS4 too, and I thought it was amazing.
Like, I've never had an issue with them, but I heard like other people had a high issue, like, of them failing rates. Like, oh, that sucks, but that's why you invest the money. Where it's like, well, it's only 8 gigs of SSD, so invest the time, money, and research to make them bigger. Instead of paying, I looked it up. It was $899. $899 for a terabyte SSD.
Eesh.
An SSHD hybrid would be like $200. Like, I'd rather be paying $200 for SSHD than $800 or $900 for a SSD.
Yeah, a lot of people would rather do that themselves, but I guess the companies didn't waste their time in the development because they didn't see a market for it, because not many people were buying them, I guess.
People were wrong.
I'm surprised they're not doing more of those, and that they stopped making like Velociraptor drives,
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
10,000 RPM drives.
I forgot all about those.
I've still got one that has Windows XP installed on it.
I miss Windows XP.
Seriously?
Yeah, I sold my.
RP was the last
I had
good
it. I built this new one, and I wished I'd kept it. It's a 300 gig Velociraptor.
I don't know why I'm so immature.
And see, the funny thing about the whole Warner Brothers Game Studios being sold is IGN says that Microsoft should buy them.
It would be a good idea. They'd probably put all of their games onto Game Pass.
I just don't like the idea of one company owning NetherRealms and Rocksteady or Warner Brothers Games in general. I think that they should have the opportunity to buy themselves out to keep themselves going underneath a different Geist.
One thing that worries me is how they would roll out the DLC.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they gonna microtransaction it out the ass or what? You know? And that's one thing I don't like. I don't like a lot of microtransactions in my games. I don't
Yeah.
like
No,
to
I
be
don't
hounded with ads of being like, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. I'm just here to play a game. Don't give me ads in my game.
It's taken too long to advance to the next experience level. Here, buy this. Jump ahead of the game. Play
That's
less.
what there's a patent that came out a couple months ago that said the PS5 was going to do something like that, and I was like, Get the fuck out! If that shit does that shit, man, that'd be the last time Sony fucking releases a system. Everybody would fucking go down to their headquarters and burn them bitch down.
Now, what if they stop you from getting certain achievements because you have to buy microtransactions?
They already
I
do it
No,
with
think
it's
DLC.
stupid.
They do it on what?
It's stupid. I mean,
I think
they
they
do it
already
with
do it
DLC.
with DLC.
But that's
That's
still, it's more
Wow.
content. You're expected more from it. I mean, if they're tying achievements and other things to a Fortnite skin, or a gun skin in Call of Duty, no, that's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Quit putting this gambling system into these games. I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm playing the game, return some of that back to me. Give me something back to where I can invest more of my time forward again. If I'm playing, say I played Destiny 2,
uh-huh.
and they give me Bright Dust at the end of an activity or turning in a bounty, completing an activity, and I can take that Bright Dust and buy skins in their store that they have for that currency. So I'm not
But-
spending real world money, but I'm getting older skins that I missed the opportunity to pick up.
But to be fair,
So-
you need a lot of bright dust in Destiny 2 to be able to purchase one
Oh,
item.
Oh yeah, you do, and I think to an extent that can be fair because it can be adjusted, as long as it's not looking like with Battlefront 2, where you had to have so many thousands of hours and content played just to unlock certain characters without spending all this money.
Yeah, what was it, like
Fuck
60
Battlefront 2,
hours
River
for
Space Battles.
It was like,
Darth Vader or something?
yeah, and it's too much. It's too much. People put in, I get it, put in a store off to the side in your game that you're going to have around for 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah. It's like
Because
EA
that's
used
how
to do.
you invest back into your game.
Yeah.
That's going to be your main pool for all of the ongoing stuff coming out for your game. Your new DLCs, your content drips, whatever you want to call them.
Mhm.
Those are coming because people invest back into your games. But the moment you say, hey, if you get a chance to get this item, it's going to make your game better. You're going to be better at the game. Right then and there is a mistake, flat out. You're pay to win at that point. And I don't like that model.
And I think Call of Duty got called out on that one a few times.
Yeah, because they had all those guns that were better equipped
Loot boxes.
than anything else. And you only had to get them through those loot boxes, which you, had to pay for.
And they were doing that
It's-
since Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not, it's not a business model that I enjoy. Like, if you put out something that I want to purchase, I will purchase it. I'm grown ass man. I work hard for my money, and if you have a $10 skin that looks dope as fuck, I'm gonna buy that shit because I enjoy the product of the game and the experience of that game.
But don't make
And
it
it's
the
my way of
entire
giving a
game
little more back to you.
itself. Yeah, but don't make it like the
Exactly.
entire game itself and require you need this to unlock it and bullshit like that. And it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it just gets.
I got
So
you, Jackal.
rough.
Go ahead, man.
But yeah, that's one thing that worries me. If a company like EA or Activision buy out WB for their library of games, Mortal Kombat is on there. And Mortal Kombat, even though 11 didn't do that great, it still has a fan base. There's people out there that will still play it, even though that there's mechanics missing from previous games that
Yeah.
should be in there.
Yeah.
It's if a company like EA or Activision get a hold of it, they're just gonna nickel and dime you for everything in the game. But
Right? You're gonna have to
but still in the sense,
pay out the nose for a Batman Beyond skin. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
a couple
still
story missions.
in the same sense, all of this stuff is cosmetic, and the grind for them is outrageous.
Yeah. It's like, you remember Viscera Games?
Yeah, I think
Rip.
so.
You remember Dante's Inferno, like the DLC for Dante's Inferno, which was retarded
yeah.
DLC for Dante's Inferno, was just like buying souls to upgrade your character in the game, so you didn't have to grind through all the levels to fight all these monsters and shit. And I always thought that was fucking retarded.
But that
Sounds
was like
just like Devil May
EA
Cry 5.
greed. Like at
Yeah.
the start. That was like around Dead Space 3 time too, greed.
I was like, Dante's Inferno
Oh
was
my-
a great
I-
God of War
Sim
Still
City
ripoff.
yet-
greed.
I've still yet to beat Dead Space 3 because of those microtransaction problems. And I've
Just give
beaten
up
1
on
and
it.
2.
There's only 2 games, bro. That's how you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only 2 Dead Space games. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's that one on the Wii that was an on-rail shooter that was kind of neat.
Yeah, and it came to the PS3 years later when when Sony made those fucking little wands.
The Move.
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
those
PlayStation
got better,
Move. Yeah.
Had those little like squishy things you could poke people with, like.
Yeah, I played that game on the Wii and on the fucking PS3, and I really liked the Dead Space light gun shooter. I mean, I thought it was really fucking good, but at the same time, I didn't like the PlayStation Move.
I
don't
didn't
think many
play
people
because
did.
I don't have them. I'd never had the move. So
I even had the PSVR, man, and you had to buy the Move to use it with the PSVR to get the actual experience out of it, and it was weird.
Yeah, I'm glad I had the move though before the VR because they went back up in price.
oof.
Yeah, I got rid of mine. I was like, fuck this shit. But yeah, I feel like Warner Brothers and shit needs to be offered to let NetherRealm and shit go on their own, because NetherRealm by itself is I never even knew NetherRealm was owned by Warner Brothers until people started talking about AT&T selling them and what was included in the Warner Brothers gaming division. I just thought they were published by Warner Brothers Games.
Well,
Mhm.
it takes balls to go out on your own and try to go out without any kind of a developer backing.
But I think Mortal Kombat could easily do that because they are already
They did.
widely known by everybody.
They did.
They can. They did.
They did.
And they can. They went to WB for resources. And other
I think Mortal
intellectual-
Kombat was Mortal Kombat 9 brought out by WB, or was
Yeah.
that
I believe so.
independent?
We could
It
just
was
Google
WB
it.
NetherRealm Studios, I think.
Yeah, look.
Pretty
I believe
sure.
that was WB because that's the same time period where they started doing Injustice, and that's WB property too.
Yes,
Okay.
Warner Brothers and
Because
Interact.
before
Warner
that,
Brothers.
it was Midway. Before
Yep.
that, back in
Yeah,
the 90s.
Midway
I
before
remember
that.
Midway. I remember how
Dude.
that whole debacle went down. Ugh.
Midway made some cool shit though.
They
Doom
did.
64. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
NFL Blitz. Come on.
NBA Jam. Wait, did they do NBA Jam? Hang on,
NHL
let's check.
hits.
Blitz. Oh wait, no.
Blitz.
No, that's-
No, NHL
did hit-
hits. The hockey
Yeah, they did hit,
version
too.
of Blitz. That
Mm.
game
Like-
was dope.
all
Mm.
the EA big games. Or well, no.
Oh,
wait,
those are fun.
I'm-
All the street games and stuff.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, those are fun.
those were taking inspiration from those Midway games. So
Yeah, the Midway had the market for arcade style, just fun in sports games. They knew how it was done. They picked it up from Williams and stuff like that.
yeah,
They
and I
just
remember
ran.
when they brought back the Blitz, with the league.
Yeah,
That was
10
that.
minutes.
Like, I'm not even gonna. I don't care what people say. That game was cool as hell. Like, I know it got a bad rep, but I actually love that game. I still do.
but yeah. So we all seem to have the same concerns with WV. We
Yeah.
enjoy their games, and we'd like to see their properties continue. And hopefully, somebody can pick them up who will not just drown us in microtransaction bullshit.
Right.
Or
That's
drown
what
us
I'm
to
worried about,
exclusivity of one system. Because if Sony picks them up or something, they'll just be stuck on PlayStation, and I would hate to see that too. Because they've always been a third party company where they've been on every fucking platform, and
Yeah,
Just
so hopefully that's how it goes.
So y'all ready to move on to the next topic, or y'all got some more things to say about the Warner Brothers thing?
I'm just worried about who's going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the next topic is a video from Inside Gaming Daily where they're talking about PS5 is still plagued by load times. And the thing is, to me, like, what the fuck are you expecting? I was like, it is a fucking SSD, but it's not like it's going to completely eliminate load times. I'm like, come on, like, get the fuck out of here. Who believes it
Right.
would?
Well, I watched the video, and they're trying to say that what it's going to be is that third party is not going to redo their game. Like, if they have to put in, like, the so-called elevator scene because the Xbox is a little slower at loading, that they're not going to change that for the PS5.
No, they're not going to fucking. Developers are not. I'm not saying they're lazy, but I'm saying they don't always have infinite resources to do what people think that they want them to do.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's just like anything else. The game is going to be developed for the lowest common denominator for what system it's going to be made for, and then they'll go from there.
Which people are saying is Xbox and PC.
What I don't get is why don't they do more like how Mass Effect did it with the doors, where it's like the next scene's not loaded yet. You get to the door, it's beeps a few times, the door is open when it's loaded. Why don't more games do that? So instead of sitting there in front of a loading screen going, all right, got about 2 minutes before this loading screen goes, like, no. Have a nice area ready to go, starts loading when you hit the door and door beeps, however many times, then the door opens instead of sitting there just staring at the fucking loading screen all the time.
Yeah, or like Resident Evil 2, how they did it, where like you open a door to go to the next area, there's like practically no load screen. They just like did like a little cut real quick.
Mm-hmm. Or Resident Evil
Yeah,
3, how they did the elevator scene in 3.
See, I haven't had a chance to play that
into a
game yet.
cutscene. They literally just turned it into a cutscene.
See, there you go. See, they figured a way around it right there.
And that should be how it's going. I mean, load times aren't that bad anymore.
It's like that.
Long for things.
Yeah, it's like the Unreal 5 engine demo that they did on fucking PS5, and people were complaining that when the person was crawling through that little narrow space, that they said that's a load screen because like they know what development time is, and they was like crawling through that narrow little place, that's a load screen. I'm like, well, that's a fucking better load screen than what we have now. I'm like why you fucking bitching? It's an in-game load screen. Like that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's got a black screen with some kind of like shape logo in the corner kind of fading in and out, or some circle spinning, or anything
or a
like
cut
that,
screen.
or a giant
progress bar.
We've
done in
like
other
games
games
on it.
Why don't they do it in more games then? It's so stupid that more games don't do this after, like I said, like Resident Evil 2. How long ago did that come out?
About 2 years ago, 2018.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, 2018, 2 years ago. And now it's like, oh yeah, we got these new consoles coming out. Well, we're going to have loading screens. Why? You already have games that go, or Mass Effect 2, with the doors that would beep until the next area loaded. Like, Mass Effect 2 came out years ago. Why not follow these steps so you don't have to sit there and go, wow, that's a great looking loading screen as I see my reflection in the black of the TV.
And then you realize you've been sitting there for 4 hours and there's food crumbs in your beard.
Yeah.
There's weed crumbs on your shirt still, and you're disheveled, and
or you got THC on your pants, or you got THC on your pants and wiping your hands on your pants. You just packed the fucking bong, and you're like, man, this fucking sticky shit won't get off my hands, man. Like, I don't want to fucking lick it, because if I lick it, I'm gonna get fucking stoned.
You grain your fingers until it's all off. You don't waste that.
Man, I usually try to
be responsible. Come on.
I usually suck on my fingers to get it all off and get a fucking buzz from it. Like you know how you get that keef and shit, and like some people take that keef and they eat it and they get like a super fucking high from it. I try to convince my girlfriend to do that.
Try to stand up. Come on.
But these people are ridiculous and they think they're not going to have any loading times at all because like Sony fans are saying that like they're not going to have no load times, and I'm like that's ridiculous. I'm like there's going to be load.
They're just going to hide them, like we've
been
talking
it's going to be
about.
disguised better. Yeah.
It's the smart thing to do. I mean, you break little action, and you don't have somebody waiting there. But I do like a load screen and a wait screen for lobbies in multiplayer games, though. I do like the chance to go more drinks or food or something real quick. It's always nice to take that couple minute
or hit
break,
a ball, or be able to hit a ball.
I don't want to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for another match.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So these things are going to get improved upon, and it's just been a matter of time. And now we're starting to see the fact that we don't have to take breaks into the action. I mean, there's going to be a time where you're gonna play a multiplayer match, and you're just gonna be moved into another area, like another map, and just
In a
walk straight
second.
through, and you're in another fight again,
Right.
almost like Division.
Oh, I
It's
fucking
out
hate
there.
that game.
I never played it, but it's the only one that came to mind to where other people could come into a zone that you
Yeah,
were
I
already
haven't
loaded.
played either.
I played the beta.
I
That was
played
enough for
Division
me.
2. I played Division 2 and I was bored. I was like, nope.
So we'll see where these things all get pushed to, but you're going to see less load times, less downtime. You know, it's just what to expect now from consoles these days.
Yeah.
Don't.
But these people act like this ain't gonna happen. They're fucking stupid and need to act like loading times are the end of the world, basically. Because there's ways to disguise them, there's ways to hide them, and there's ways to make the
Mhm.
loading experience way easier than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When we're doing little
And
mini
that's a
games.
good thing for gamers.
Yeah.
We get to see some cool stuff. Like you can fill it in with dialogue and a cutscene, and move the story on into that new zone or area.
I mean, the Metro games do that. I feel when you
Yeah, they've executed that pretty well too.
Do what
So-
Tekken 2 did. Give us a little mini game in between, for load while the game is loading.
Or
Let me play.
one of the
Let me play Galaga.
one of the Dragon Ball Z games had this thing where you could spin Master Roshi in the loading screen and make him go all over the screen.
I remember
I
that
think
shit,
that was
man.
one of the Budokais.
Yeah,
I think it was
that shit
Budokai Tenkaichi
slapped.
2. I swear to God, I think it was Budokai 2.
That shit slapped.
I think in one you can mess with the Dragon Ball radar.
Yeah.
So
Just-
loading times for actual gamers, not a big issue, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Not-
give a shit,
no
really.
issue here.
You're wasting time anyway.
I just think
Yeah.
the media. I think the media just makes it out to more than what it is because these systems are supposed to be like virtually
what
no
else are
load
people
time.
gonna fucking talk about? Games they like? That'd be
Yeah.
stupid.
Man, that's what I said before. I don't care so much about the loading times.
Yeah. And so, how do y'all feel about Billy Mitchell? Y'all know who Billy Mitchell is?
Coming back,
old man.
Scoundrel. I
Doesn't he-
don't trust him for anything. Fuck
He
Is-
got
isn't he
his
claiming
fucking
records
scores
again?
back. He got his scores back from fucking Guinness Book of World Records.
yeah,
Does he still have buddies at
Wait.
Twin Galaxy too? Probably?
Yeah, that dude with the
Probably.
fucking funny
Is
head.
Yeah,
Billy
it really
Mitchell the
makes you fucking
Pac-Man
think.
guy?
No,
He's
he's,
the
the
Donkey
King of Kong.
Kong.
He's the Donkey Kong.
Oh,
guy.
the Donkey
him.
Kong guy.
He's the guy who also
Hey.
tried to sue Cartoon Network.
He did
Yeah.
sue Cartoon Network for Adventure Time.
Regu-
no, not
no,
Adventure Time,
regular
Brigger
show.
Show. Yeah, he did sue them,
Yeah,
Good
and he
times,
almost
good times.
won
Okay,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
almost
sadly.
won for it.
what was he suing them for?
because they
They
did a
made fun of
character
him in
called
an
Gary
episode.
Bobby Ferguson, and Gary Bobby Ferguson was the king of broken skulls, which was their equivalent to Donkey Kong. And like
Broken
he
bones.
looked just like fucking Billy Mitchell in the face. Had the beard,
Yeah.
had the hair, and it was just like yo, that's fucking Billy Mitchell, man. This motherfucker's a faggot. I hate Billy Mitchell because he's a fucking cheater. Cartoon Network, you did a great job.
Yeah, it's funny.
It was a funny episode. I liked it.
And the sad thing is, he almost won the fucking court case because the
Okay.
fucking judge said that that guy does look like you, but they reserve the right there to their freedom of expression.
Yep. Too bad, buddy. Sorry.
Guys, quick tip. If you do any writing or parody or anything and you're making fun of someone, give the person a 3-inch penis. It's a real rule in writing. You give the person
Yes,
that you're making
Michael
fun of a
Crichton
3-inch
started
penis
that.
because then the person has to go, that person's me. You have a 3-inch penis? No. Then that person's not you.
Yep, not you. Too bad.
So Michael Crichton.
Moving on. It actually works.
Nah.
It's
I-
a legit thing in writing. I think it's hilarious.
But I just can't believe this motherfucker sued Guinness Book of World Records and they reinstated and gave in and
Well,
said,
they probably
"Here's your
didn't want to
record back."
get. They probably didn't want to
Well,
get
that-
shut down. He probably pressured. Put enough heat on the company, and they'll do just about anything.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
fucking
this guy's
hate that
ego,
man.
anyways. This guy has one of the bigger gamer egos I've seen.
He made his whole business off this being King of Kong. Even documentaries
mean,
on it on fucking
he-
Amazon.
It's supposed to be,
and his
you know,
hot sauce,
this
guys. You have to
legend.
get his hot sauce.
And fuck his hot
Yeah,
sauce.
he can play games very, very well, especially those retro games. But he's been
Yeah.
beaten a couple times. That happens. Records are supposed to be broken.
And those
That's
records
supposed to
that
be
Part of
discovered.
records.
And when they get broken, they don't even get acknowledged because he makes people
They
strict
get
those things
matched.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
He's
I don't know.
literally had people who has beaten his fucking King of Kong score to where no one can find any record of it because he made Twin Galaxies hide everything.
Yeah, they bury everything, and
He had so
Twin
many
Galaxy's
inside
been
men.
around for a while. But
So with that,
Sucks too
guys,
much
I gotta get
dick.
going. You guys have a good day.
All right, man.
All right,
Be
peace out.
safe. Make good
Deuces.
choices.
sounds like it's about time to wrap it up, huh?
I'm about to go on a boat,
it's
so
close to it. Yeah, it's
I mean,
close
we
to
running
it.
touched
shit,
on
but you
Like,
guys
I didn't
talk.
want to
topic.
wrap it up or nothing because like I didn't want like Jackal to because like Jackal's busy feeding his sons. I didn't want to wrap it up without him here to end the video. So that's why I started talking about Billy Mitchell for.
Ah, okay. I've been
To
on a
be,
drive, so
I'm
trying to pay more
I'm
attention to the
just.
road.
I understand. That's why I shouldn't put the topic to Billy Mitchell for. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like I can't end his video for him, unfortunately.
Right. Let the people have their extra.
Yeah, because he even said if we wanted to do extra, go ahead and do it. Just follow the topics first. So
Right.
like I'm appalled by this man personally because like Billy Mitchell, like I watched his King of Kong documentary and I was like all hyped up and I was like, man, if he can do this shit, he could be great at gaming. I could be this motherfucking master. Then I found out he used emulators instead of actual arcade boards to achieve these scores. I was like, man, my idol, man, what the fuck?
Moral of the story: people are terrible.
Yes, they
Like,
are.
Like, he's got a great fucking beard too, man. I mean, like, fuck him.
Well, some people say Hitler had a good mustache. What do you want?
Well, he did have a good mustache, but that's not the point.
Before he
Though.
cut it off to fit on gas masks after World War II.
Yeah.
During World War II.
It's just fucking disappointing that that fucking Guinness Book of World Records gave in to this man, knowing that there's proof that he's cheated. Just like that guy who cheated at that drag strip game for the Atari.
Guinness Book of World Records also had some pretty silly records in it. So I don't know anymore. The last time I read one, I was probably, I don't know, in 6th grade. So
At the same time,
a lot of records out there.
A lot of people are saying because of this, like they're helping him in his lawsuit against Iron Galaxy or Twin Galaxy. They're helping him because if they say that his records are valid, then he has a better case against Twin Galaxy while he's suing them.
He'd have to show.
You might not be wrong there.
He'd have to
I
show
just
proof,
don't know.
though.
Yeah, you
but
still have to show
if like
proof.
a legitimate organization like Guinness Book of World Records says that his scores are legitimate, the judge is going to look at that and go, well, if Guinness says it, then why are you all disproving it? Can you all prove why his scores aren't legit? Guinness reviewed it.
And then they
Guinness...
show all that evidence and trounce everybody. That's how it's supposed to go. So
and like if they do show this evidence, it might not even matter because like the judges might look at it and be like, well, I don't understand this shit because I'm not a gamer, I'm not a computer programmer, I don't understand what the difference is.
if the rule is that you want to explain to somebody your point of view like they're 5 years old. If you can do that and execute it the correct way, you should be able to get any point across just fine.
I hope they fucking can do it though.
So you'll have to do it that way.
Because this man should not be the King of Kong.
No.
No.
I mean,
not right now. Not in my opinion. You gotta play that stuff, like especially those old school arcade games. They have to be on the cabinet, on the correct game boards. There are different game boards out there. So, it's just what it should be.
Because I watched those documentaries where people were trying to conquer these fucking arcade machines and shit, and like boards break on them during the process and everything else. And I'm just like, man, these motherfuckers are really fucking working hard, spending 20, 40 hours at a time playing this single game. And I'm like, man, that's like a lot of dedication. And for this man to come out and fucking use an emulated board and say these scores are legit, it just pisses me off to that point that he's taking away from the real people who sacrifice their fucking lives, basically, to stay awake for 4 to 5 days straight to do this shit. Because some of those people really put a lot of strain on themselves.
Really salts my apples,
it takes
too.
a lot of effort to be that good. And this guy's trying to stand on this flat, just nothing. this pile of crap that he's made because it's his entire existence. He has a legacy like a certain other gamer we all know, and he doesn't want it tarnished. But he got caught several times, and he's trying his damnedest to save himself.
Yeah, nobody's saying that he's not good. It's just, dude, the scores you turned in were from
emulated.
Mm-hmm.
They were all emulated. So go perform it then, Mr. King of Kong. Go perform on an arcade cabinet on the correct boards. If you're saying that you're that good, go do it.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Y'all have the power to bring Paul into this call, or no?
Hey.
I don't know.
Like literally, do you have the power to bring Paul into the call? Because like I don't have any power whatsoever. You just message. Okay.
Cool.
I mean,
but go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you, proper. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. I think I've said my piece about it. Is that just the fact that his entire livelihood all revolves around him being the King of Kong and this first kind of tier of professional video game players.
Right.
So that's all he has. That's it.
Well, now he made a video after all this happened.
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing because of how long it's spanned, how intense people get over it.
Yeah, over 20 fucking years.
Yeah, there's entertainment value in it from an outside perspective, but at the same time, for records to stand, they need to be legitimized.
Yep.
So if there are discrepancies to it, it has to end.
Hey, hold on.
So I'm sorry, your records don't count then.
I have something to say. Mr. DSP, thank you for showing up here.
I am so sorry for being late, guys. I apologize tremendously.
Well, were you jacking off of some little girl's face? Is that why you was waiting?
Totally passed
What
out
the
my
fuck?
bed, knocked the fuck out. And I woke up at 11. I was like, I got like an hour to get ready. I'll just go to sleep for like 15 more minutes, guys. That's all I gotta do. And I had my alarm set. I must have hit that motherfucking snooze when I was unconscious, and I didn't wake up for 2.5 hours later.
Yeah, you're just like DSP, motherfucker. Just like DSP.
You know what? No,
So lazy.
no. I would not allow you to call this man DSP because I was about to pay his recognition fee for $800. But you know what this DSP have done? He said, "No, Jackal, don't give me that $800. Do your son have a savings accounts open? Nah, I lost my job. You know what, Jackal? I am going to open your son's savings account. I'm not going to put $800 in it. I'm going to put $1,700 in your son's savings account just for your baby." And I was like, "Oh my God!"
Did you almost have a heart attack? Like it sounded like you almost had a heart attack, man. Oh, we finished all the topics in the video, just so you know, while you was gone.
God damn, I thought y'all was gonna be off topic like fuck until I was done feeding my son. Jesus.
No, we went through the topics. You told me to take control, and I took control.
He did.
God damn, because y'all spent at least almost 30 minutes just on one topic.
That's because you were in here and you were in control, and like I didn't interrupt him and put him back on topic like I did.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, Jackal. I'm sorry. Like fuck you too. Like anybody got a cigarette they can give me?
You need a cigarette?
Yeah, man. It's like I gotta get up and get ready to go to the store and shit. I need some cigarettes, so like
No
maybe y'all
shit,
can send
I'm
me
in
one.
my car right now, and I'm on the way to the gas station to pick up cigarettes. I'll buy you some.
Well, damn. Well, LSB, is there anything you want to talk about before we go? Shit.
Because we lost one guy already because he said it was time for to wrap it up, and I was like, yeah, I just don't want to leave until Jackal gets back.
And I appreciate that because I was just changing my son's diaper when I heard you say that. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And I'm just here till you guys kick me out.
I'm just here till then.
A little teaser.
So if
Yes.
like any of y'all on Xbox or anything, add me. My name is Wicked Zombie Clown.
I've never had an Xbox.
I'm just stating it out there for the live stream and the people in this call. If y'all have one, just add me. I'm Wicked Zombie Clown.
You want to write that down so I can put it in the chat?
Yeah, hold on. I'll
I had
type
an
it in
Xbox,
chat
I'd add
myself.
Alright, cool. Hey, Killer,
Because like
don't you
I'm just
guys-
looking for people to play with on there and shit. Because like yeah, I'm a
Killer-
clown. I'm a juggalo. Yeah, whoop whoop, motherfucker.
Hey, Killer, don't you
They,
got an
they had that
Xbox?
one good song.
I
though,
used to
homie.
have an Xbox.
Damn.
I sold mine because I only played one game on it, and that was Killer Instinct.
See, I played that too on there, but I only got the Xbox back like 5 months ago because of Game Pass and shit. And like I was saying earlier, I think Game Pass was a really good fucking deal, and like I had to buy an Xbox because of that. Because like there's so many extra games on the Xbox One Game Pass version that there isn't on the PC version. That just makes it worth it.
Well, I mean, I was real big into Killer Instinct. Like I wanted to play it. I was huge into it back in the day.
You best be prepared for me to
And then I heard they remade it. So I was like, okay, how much is the next? I can't afford it. I can't afford it. And then later on, I was like, I can afford it. Because I found one for like $230.
Yeah.
So I bought that with Killer Instinct. But the console also came with, what was it, Quantum Break.
Apple?
Yeah, I had Quantum Break too, man. I mean, I thought Quantum Break wasn't the best game in the world, but it was pretty fucking good game by Remedy.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked the little, how they merged
Time and
video game.
space
Yeah, time and space. Also, video game into TV
with movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Do a level, take a break, do another level, take a break, watch the show. See how everything connects. And I liked how it did it, but it was kind of a dumb story.
The fact that you had to watch a TV show while playing, and right after you was done playing the game, that was crazy.
I liked it. I didn't mind it. It kind of felt a little bit like a more amped up version of a
Punch you, Daddy.
Telltale game.
Punch, punch. I punch your nose.
So that was.
I know this is a little off topic, but my daughter just brought me a Happy Father's Day balloon.
I thought somebody was listening to something really creepy. It's cool. I'm sorry, my apologies.
That's sweet.
Well, damn. Because I had something to say about The Last of Us. About how Sony censored anime titties and how.
Well, we didn't talk about The Last of Us.
We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So you didn't finish then because that was number.
No, we finished. The last one that I saw was the SSD
PS5.
load times. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
we
you're
can
not
jump back
finished,
into
you
that.
So you're not
Bro.
finished. You have 6, 7, 8, and 9.
No. When you sent them on this chat, I was looking at it, and like only thing I saw was like last gen load times. The rest of them didn't pop up for me.
That's the last one I saw too.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only one.
Okay, so everybody scroll up because everybody can see it on my YouTube channel here. There's 9 topics.
I only see a couple. I only see the.
The killer says the same thing. See, they didn't load right.
I only see the
PS5 Resident Evil.
Yep.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not the only one.
Okay, yeah, The Last of Us 2 leaks Enraged fans. Yeah, that was number 8.
Where y'all seeing that?
Okay, I reposted it up. Number 6 is new Pokemon Snap for the Switch release.
I mean, not like it matters to me. I'm not going to be staring at my phone while driving, but you guys you carry me through.
Got you.
So,
Yeah. We didn't talk about Pokemon Go or Snap or nothing yet, or the Epic Games matchup because like they didn't show up for some of us, so we didn't see it.
Got you. Lightside Paul, you was interested in Pokemon Snap. This is why I put this up.
Oh, dude, I'm glad they finally announced the new Pokemon Snap. It's been what, 20 years almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
That
I saw that sitting there, and I'm pretty hyped about it.
See, I've been on the fence about buying a Switch just because, the new consoles are coming out later this year, and I don't want to be like the last guy to buy the last gen console, and the new ones come right out, But Nintendo, you are definitely teasing me, man, to make a decision early.
That's what Nintendo needs to do, is to push their, primary titles, those actual attention grabbers.
Push the nostalgia. The kids that grew up with the N64 are now adults and they're having kids. This is the time to push that nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
I think somewhere on Twitter there's a meme going around saying like Pokemon Snap on the Switch has real cum shot action.
Oh.
Because they did it with the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon Trading Card game. They re-brought the old cards back for a couple of months in the set. They did that, and that totally was a success for them. That totally boosted their sales that year, just for having that 20th anniversary to bring back everyone who used to play and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were even making new cards.
Nostalgia's one hell of a drug.
Into the trading card game was that they were really old cards, but with new stats on them and stuff like that, updated stats for the game, the TC trading card game. So I got back into it just for...
What the fuck, nigga? 6ix9ine's already out of jail. I'm sorry, my chat is...
I mean, yeah, he's out of jail, but I don't know.
Oh shit! Hey! Somewhere. Wow! Damn! Wow!
Where'd this video come from?
That.
Oh, it auto came up apparently with the. I don't know.
So
I'm pushing buttons here, guys. I don't know yet. You guys can see me. Hello.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't know if you.
I can't look at my phone because if a cop sees me, I am so fucked.
I'm not sure that you meant to do this, so I took it off the screen. I'm going to assume that's either gamer tags or light side pole.
Yeah, it's light side ball. I just talked to myself. Hello, guys.
Hey.
Wow. I ain't want to bait submersion where everybody think you look like.
Anyway, so you guys
the only one with video.
But yeah, I mean, I never really was big into Pokemon, but I actually did like Pokemon Snap. Like, it was just a fun little game. Just sit there, relax, take pictures of Pokemon.
I've never liked Pokemon Snap, but I did like the other Pokemon games.
Oh, so you're a big fan of Hey You Pikachu. Got it.
Yeah, I played that game actually. I played Hey You Pikachu, believe it or not, and it's fucking fucked up because like that game was so fucking awful, but I still played it. Or like the fucking Pokemon Ranch game that was on the fucking Wii.
Oh yeah.
You're reminding me of a Game Grumps episode where they played Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, they did.
That was hilarious because they kept on telling Pikachu to go die, and he'd be like, Pika! He'd be all happy and shit, clapping, and I was like, whoa, Pikachu got really dark.
I never could get that little nigga to do anything. Not gonna lie. I could never get him to do anything.
That's because you weren't talking to him right, Jackal.
Pikachu.
I
You
will
weren't
say
talking
this,
to him
though,
right. You have to go, Pikachu. I'm going to eat your soul and tickle your balls.
I
Pika.
got telling him the shark people, and after 2 days, I stopped playing the game. That was a waste of $60 my mother paid for that.
Y'all remember the fucking app that's on fucking Cortana where you can talk to Pikachu on there? That's on the fucking like Amazon Home thing.
I got that for my I got that for my Echo. It was free.
Like you can talk to Pikachu on Echo and shit, and it's like fucking weird.
I feel like a crackhead when I do it because I can't understand a damn thing, and I'm just sitting there laughing. It's a good thing to mess with when you're stoned.
That's the only thing it's good for. Like Siri, why don't I have any friends? Adult Friend Finder found 2 new friends near you.
All right.
Didn't one, like,
it's funny.
Wow.
Didn't it used to have a different answer?
Yeah, I know Google. If you like fucking ask the Google fucking assistant, you ask them like, tell me funny jokes, and Google Assist goes, okay, I will tell you funny jokes, and it starts telling you what does the one say to the two, and I go, what does the one say to the two? It says 4, and I'm like, that's not funny. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you, Google? Siri's more funnier than this shit.
Oh shit.
But I think Pokemon Snap getting on the nostalgia, I think that's a great thing. But at the same time, though, I think they just need to let fucking Pokemon die. It's old. Let it die.
Yeah,
I'm not-
Yeah, but
it
it's
should
a
die with
real
Sword and
popular franchise. It sells.
It should.
I don't care. It just
should
needs to
die with
die.
Sword and
I
Do
think
you want the ultimate Pokemon game? Take Breath of the Wild and just put Pokemon properties into it. Have a
Yes,
big
that's
open world
exactly
game
what
that
I
you can
want right
run
there.
for hours. That's what everybody wants.
I want
So
a Poke
if
Breath of the
Pokemon Snap
Wild.
on Switch is a step in that direction, I think that's what people want.
I thought
And then
everybody
put
wanted
Ash,
a
and
Pokemon
then put
MMO.
Ash in that game. Put Ash in that game, and put Misty in that game. It allowed me to
Straight
fuck
fire.
Misty in the ass, and I'll be happy.
I thought everybody wanted
I
a
didn't sign
Pokemon
up for this,
MMO.
but okay.
It's like
You know what?
I would love to fuck Misty as Ash, man, because like I love Misty.
All right. But I'd like to see Pokemon in Skyrim on the Switch.
Don't they
That'd
already
be
got
pretty
mod?
cool. That would be pretty cool.
Just to kind of
Misty
move
is
this
not
subject
10 years
along.
old. What you talking about? Isn't she a grown ass woman?
No. No.
What?
Misty isn't a grown ass woman, dude.
No.
How do you tell me all these
She
years?
is in the anime.
She's like 14.
Yeah, but in
I'm
Japan,
disavowing
being
all this and
14
stepping
is
farther
grown
That's
ass.
away.
Japan, though, dude.
Hey,
I'm
hold
just
on.
saying, man, because like
Disavowing
fucking
degeneracy. That's what we do.
like, have you seen fucking Misty in like the fucking mangas and shit, man? She's one hot
yeah,
girl.
I've seen the fictional character. I've seen it and gone, that is a fictional character.
I know it is, man, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Like if they allow me to fuck Misty in a Pokemon game as Ash, I'd be happy.
I'm
All
just
right, you bunch
saying,
of degenerates.
that's
Let's get back on
that's a
topic.
little
You
degenerate.
degenerates. Come on now.
There's
I
probably
am
some
about to
adult
lose.
game on the internet somewhere that lets you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's the first
Move
part you
on.
pay $60 for. You can
Wait,
go find
wait.
that you want.
Hey, wait,
I
it's,
think
it's crazy. The
Yikes.
most crazy and wild shit I've done on my
Go
own
back to the
channel.
room with the
You're
hysteria.
You're about to be the
Back to
first
the
person to
music.
make me lose sponsorship. I got somebody about to call police because of you.
Move on.
Wow.
It was intended. I just said it as a fucking joke, man, to make people laugh and shit. Because like there's so many Rule 32 memes about that shit, man. It's not even fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
I have broken full pipes in attempt to sting the flow of what I have now coined mud water.
Isn't that one of those?
Bad day to wear shoes with holes in it, but hey, that's the food stamps lifestyle. At this rate, I'm gonna propane up so badly that my body shows up that of a malnourished 97-year-old. 97-year-old. Oh, shit. Thank God no one can see this. I was buried.
So like anything else? Anyone wants to add about Pokemon Snap before we move on to the next topic?
I just want to say that
Alright, guys, well,
memes of
I think I'm gonna close out here. I want to listen to some music and do some actual driving. So, thanks for having me on, Jackal. Appreciate it, man.
You welcome, Brody. You welcome.
enjoy yourself.
Be safe, make good
Big,
choices.
Beautiful beard, you.
But I just want to quickly say that I appreciate the memes of Pokemon Go 2 for being Pokemon Snap. Like Pokemon Snap being Pokemon Go 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually found that kind of funny.
Did you guys download Pokemon Go? Play it?
I played it.
I did 2 years ago, and
I
then
liked
after
it.
like a week, I gave it up.
I lived in a small town, so it's like, oh, you can catch 2 Pokemon and go fuck yourself. There's 1 Pokestop, and it's at the creepy graveyard by the creepy old abandoned house. I ain't going up there. Fuck that noise.
I found it boring because I could literally just sit here in my apartment and catch different Pokemon.
Yeah, I didn't feel like walking around either, to be honest
I
with you.
didn't have to
Much
go
work.
nowhere.
Man, I one time ran into a Dratini after throwing 3 Pokeballs. The son of a bitch ran. I'm like, you motherfucker, you.
I never even downloaded it. I just never got into Pokemon that much. I like all the originals, but I never
like the
played
anime.
newer ones.
I really like the anime though. It's really good.
I did play the Pokemon's Ultimate Sun. That was actually kind of fun. Linear
On
as hell,
3DS?
but it was linear as hell, but it was fun.
I
It
think I
served its
might-
purpose.
Well,
I think I might
linear
skip-
doesn't bother me.
I think I might skip number 7. I have no really. I don't even know why I put number 7 up. Anybody want to talk about that?
I
What,
really
Po-
don't personally.
What, Pokemon 7?
Nah,
No,
it's
what?
Epic Games and
Oh.
Match Group Spotify join in protesting Apple's store fees.
I'm biased against Epic, so whatever I have to say.
I mean, it would
won't
make
apply.
sense that the competition would be against the opposite of what they're against. It would make sense for them to be against their competition stance.
Okay,
Right.
cool, we can skip that. The Last of Us 2 leaks enraged fans. DMC takedowns, updates, and thousands of fake reviews ending leaked and actually gets worse.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the
whole
leaks came
thing.
out true, so
And so many people were like, no, blood, that's a bunch of 4chan shit. Bunch of those V-boys making it up. Naughty
you
Dog's
still
gonna make
have
the
to-
best thing ever. And a lot of people played the game yesterday and went, oh.
they were right.
Well, some people
You
said
have
they
to
enjoyed.
play the game to experience it.
Well, a lot of people saying they enjoyed it. There's some people said the graphics is a downgrade. It looks horrible. The cutscenes, yeah, the graphics look fucking amazing. Gameplay wise, that is not what we seen in when in E3. That is not what we should have shown.
Oh, you talking about when they showed off the trailer?
The trailer, no, when they showed the gameplay.
Oh,
When they showed the gameplay looked awesome. When I see people play this shit, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not what the fuck y'all showing. Y'all showing like real detailed shit. Let me skip over this advertising. I ain't trying to see all that.
I share something in general that contributes to the conversation.
So
I could go on and on about what I think is wrong with The Last of Us 2, but it would take up too much damn time.
It just had a big shoes to fill from the first one, and it
Yeah.
didn't fill them. That's
And
pretty much
they
it.
had
Well, they weren't
three.
even trying to fill them.
Well, they had three writers on the first one, but one of them was really great, and that was Amy Hennig.
And she left.
Yeah, she left with Uncharted 4.
Yep, she boop.
And then who was that other guy? Like Bill or I can't remember his name. I know it started with a B. But he was gone, and then it just left with Neil Cucking
Yeah.
Cuckman, Fuckman, whatever his name is, and this just shows how bad of a writer he is.
Yeah, but he spent enough time in his office smelling his own farts.
Well, when
And
your
got
agenda
enough
is
people-
above your writing,
the holy fact that they have Ellie just kiss and then go to a black screen versus a full-on man-on-man gay sex.
That ain't no man on man. That's actually Abby.
Abby is.
yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's the pro golfer.
Yeah,
Abby's
well,
a
still,
whore.
She's real good at the golf.
it hasn't really been confirmed if she is a man or a woman or a trans.
They clearly
it's
said
just
that
there.
that was the doctor's son that's going through trans.
Maybe she's a new clicker, new type of thingamajig.
Human clicker.
Round. Yeah, I don't know.
Like the Albert.
I didn't play a bunch of The Last of Us.
Oh my God, the Albert Wesker of The Last of Us.
Well, people love.
I swear to God.
People need a villain they love to hate.
I swear to God, man.
But to force us to watch a whole sex scene is the cussing.
Well, not a whole sex scene, but like 30 seconds.
It's bad enough.
Yeah.
Is it even skippable?
I don't know.
It's like in God of War, when Kratos was fucking those girls, they wouldn't let us watch that shit. They just made us push buttons and do interactions and shit.
And you just got to hear the sound.
And then that was a choice you made to do
that. Was just a little bonus thing if you wanted the extra souls.
Yeah, but still though, they didn't give us the option to watch. But yet, when it comes to a transgender and a guy fucking a transgender up the ass, they make it required you watch it. Like, what the fuck?
And that shows Sony's hypocrisy. The media, the journalists shows their hypocrisy because it's all okay. Well, the anime, no, you can't have that. Sorry, she's in bikini. That's not realistic. You got to cover her up. To this, it's okay. Well, let's just throw everything out there. We don't care.
I mean,
and the journalists are giving 10 out of 10. They're praising the game, but yet the same ones will say that same thing. Got to cover them up.
like Mortal Kombat 11, where NetherRealm came out and said like these motherfuckers are looking too sexy and shit, so we had to change it for a new generation. But yet you could see somebody fucking a man up the ass who's a woman
with no lube at that.
Yeah.
What I don't get though is the sex scene itself. No one's questioning it, but if you look back, like 15 years ago with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with the hot coffee mod, that caused a hot controversy. But
Jack Thompson would have been all over this if he was still around. We need you, Jack Thompson. We should have listened to you.
No, we don't. That guy's agenda was against all video games.
You know what? People probably went to Jack. He's like in some cabin somewhere out in Nebraska chopping wood by himself. Jack, we need you. Like, those days are behind me. I've been through so much. Have you seen the memes, bro? Give me enough money, and I'll do it. I'm a politician, damn it.
And he gets back and sees The Last of Us 2, and he sees that post of The Last of Us 2, and he starts having a heart attack. He goes, I can't handle this shit.
Oh, no, then he keels over the White House. Oh, no, Jack.
Too old for... I'm too old for this shit.
Cause like if I would show like my brother or my dad that fucking Last of Us 2 had a fucking gay sex scene in it, they probably would fucking freak out and be like you fucking faggots, you.
That might be a good meme idea. I might sit my mom down and say, hey mom, I want you to watch this for 5 seconds. Don't look at me straight in the eyes when you watch it.
No, that sounds really... You should know. That's
mean.
Vehicular homicides have been on the rise every week since the release of Grand Theft Auto. Guns. Yeah, like the guns have played a part in over 20% of the city's crime in the same time period. All the reporters are out there saying that people are finding automatic weapons and sniper rifles.
Yeah.
But no,
I found the parody of Jack Thompson.
What are you saying?
There's just several things that's just gonna keep me from buying this game, and that ain't even the main issue. The main issue literally just falls on like the story and how they depict the characters from the first game. Like they literally make Joel the polar opposite from the first game. Like in the first game, he literally tells Ellie, "Don't trust nobody. Don't even give your full name. Don't do this." What does he do in The Last of Us 2? He does the exact opposite of what he told Ellie in the first game. And what does that do? That gets his ass.
That gets his ass on the green. Yeah, that gets his ass on the green.
Can I spoil it? Okay.
You can be subtle about it. You can be clever about it.
I mean, it just shows Abby's, how mean golf swing, golf game.
A man chooses, a slave obeys. Go, boys.
all of this is right, like the day after Ellie and Joel have a fight because Joel stuck up for Ellie.
And imagine
Game
putting any effort
Theory's-
into your story.
Game
pretty
Theory
gangster.
saying that they didn't even need to kill Ellie because I mean
They didn't kill Ellie.
no, I'm talking about from the first game. From
That's
the
in
first-
part 3.
And the first game, they saying that they didn't need. Game Theory saying that they didn't even need to kill Ellie for what they needed her for real, because this was a fungi and not a virus. That this could have been handled by just taking some of her blood and work with them.
Nah, everything was in her brain. Like all the fungus went all. This is how the thing works. It like gets into your system, but then it gets into your brain, and all the good stuff is in your brain. So they have to kill Ellie to get all the good stuff.
So you're saying Game Theory is wrong with this?
Yeah,
I mean, it's just an opinion about a video game.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
like theory.
In a way, they could be right. In a way, they could be wrong. I'll just put it like that.
If I was you, I would watch it because they kind of have a good point. Like a virus is normally in your system, taking over like your cells or whatnot, but a fungi is in your system, not in your cells. So pill or medicine will be more quicker to go into to get the fungi out versus.
Yeah, but you're in a post-apocalyptic world 25 years after, this outbreak. How are you going to have, all that kind of pills and all that kind of stuff?
Maybe some crack chemists can make you something.
Hold on. You right about that. That's why having this transgender boy doesn't make no fucking sense.
Well, that's another thing, but
no.
That's not a thing that really bothers me.
We're gonna walk through this landmine together.
It bothers Jackal. It bothers Jackal.
That bothers me because this makes no fucking sense.
Hold hands.
Because
that's what they mentioned. None of it makes sense.
You wasting resources so this motherfucker could be the princess darling when that resources could have went to Joe killed all these people and won. That could have been to help fix up the fucking population, heal people. But what you do, use fucking resources to make this bitch a fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That just doesn't make sense. And I'm half of a writer. I'm shit with Connor's a writer. And even I know that wouldn't make sense in a zombie-filled world. It would have made more sense if he wore makeup and dress and clothes and shit.
Yeah, but this isn't Japan.
What?
Look at all the games
Karabuki.
in Japan that depict transgender.
Like Karabuki. You know how Karabuki people are men who
Yeah,
wear women's
kabuki.
garments and perform theater and shit? Kabuki.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like that over there, that's normal for them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look at how they depict Japanese transgenders, cross-dressers. Like, they go for the full, makeup, hair. Like, they look like traps.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
but
do.
that would've-
manly traps.
Yes, that would have made more sense though than what they doing here. That's all I'm saying. When it comes down to
Or you can have one that looks like that one. I am a male.
Ooh, that would have made sense too.
Excuse me, I'm a male. But anyways, like, it's weird.
Yep. So
It's post-apocalyptic. We got weird things going on. They make it realistic, but at the same time, it's fake as hell.
Yeah.
Like, since everyone hates The Last of Us 2, how would you guys like of it to have ended? I guess I would say
I would have liked it to end with one left off on a good
story with an ambiguous ending is not a horrible thing.
Like,
It's not a death sentence.
I thought
If
the
you really
first
want-
game was great.
And if you really wanted to do a part 2, you could have completely focused on new characters. And if you really want to have Joel and Ellie, it would have been cool to be like, oh man, 15 hours into this hypothetical Last of Us 2. Oh shit, Joel and Ellie are chilling in a pickup truck playing guitar and shit. You're like, oh, what up, G?
Or they could have had a
That'd be
cameo
cool.
with Joel and Ellie. They
Yeah.
could have had a
Back up
cameo in the
one
story.
scene.
Or it could have
Because from what I've seen from this game, this universe is worth fleshing out and seeing more of. But when it's got troglodyte level storytelling from Neil Druckmann, it doesn't seem that way.
No.
And
Was
I
Neil
feel like
Druckmann-
all this bullshit is going to overcast the quality of the first game, and that's going to be kind of a bummer.
Well,
Was Neil Druckmann the writer for the first game, or he's somebody that
he
just
was a
brought-
co-writer.
Okay.
But I think what they could have done with the series was keep it in the same like era as the first game. And just tell a side story.
It would have been a lot better in that perspective.
Yeah. 'Cause the ending of this one didn't work out because they were like, well, revenge begets revenge begets revenge. It ended again with her leaving Abby alive. So she left Ellie alive. Ellie came after her. So if she left Abby alive, wouldn't it stand to reason that Abby would come after her again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you cut the story short. Where's the ending?
And this kind of falls into the next topic, doesn't it, Jackal?
Next topic
Is full ending leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full ending leak is all over. YouTube, Sony, and Naughty Dog could not have stopped it. Not at all.
No, once the game came out, there was no stopping it. With everything they did, no, nobody was going to hold
Well,
that.
when you pick a fight with the entire internet, you usually fucking
You lose.
kind of how that usually breaks down.
Yeah. And it doesn't also help that you also got IGN journalists calling people who don't like the game.
Well, you can't spell
virgin.
ignorant without IGN.
Huh.
Yep.
You shouldn't really bankroll those opinions.
So, I guess the reason they didn't kill off Abby because then it's like shit. You just build up all this hype for this Fruit Loop, and now you kill them all. Now you pissing off the LTG. Come in. Now
That might be a hate crime.
Yeah,
you
because
get off somebody that represent us.
That could be
Like,
considered a hate crime in a video game. Like, literally.
this is going to be on topic, but still a little bit off topic. But everything nowadays is considered a hate crime. Hell, they got rid of Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, because it said she was racist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
So,
what the fuck I'm gonna put on my pancake? I don't put no something on my.
She was the first millionaire black person.
Yeah.
Jim was on.
but anyways, that ending was
Was retarded.
crap. I mean, I didn't play the game. I'm not going to play the game, but
I
Read
give
it.
it
I've
3
seen the last
severed fingers
cutscene.
out of 10.
And here's the reason why. I mean, the reason why Ellie didn't kill Abby was because she saw a apparition of Joel strumming a guitar, and she decided to let Abby live.
That would make if I would even want to kill her more. Like, hey, there's my ghost dad friend. Oh wait, you played golf with his face. I'm gonna murder you now. That's
Yeah.
real. I feel motivation in a character, not we
Yeah.
good, blow. Peace
I guess
out.
what she missed in the apparition was, wasn't there? Let's see, a golf club? Did she miss that? That he was just trying to tell her to use the golf club.
Yeah.
He took that as a side as Joel wouldn't do that, but yet you go back to The Last of Us, the first Last of Us. Joel wiped out an entire encampment of fireflies just to save Ellie. I mean, what the hell?
Hold on.
No.
So who is Ellie and them with then? I thought that was the fireflies that she was.
It was
hanging out with.
what's his name?
Liberation
Joel's
Front or
brothers.
something?
Joel's,
Tommy and his boys.
Tommy's people.
Okay.
They were still Fireflies, but you know, they were just there for their own.
Okay. So what is going to happen with the Fireflies now? Was the Abby with the Fireflies?
I mean, I don't give a shit about the Fireflies now because it's fucking story's drag.
Like
I'm sorry, what
they
you say?
already pretty much depicted the Fireflies as terrorists in the first game, so
Wow.
And I feel like after the story writing debacle of this game, that there's no real way to really salvage or
Or
work with
repair their
current material.
universe
just bring out a DLC to
to
finish the
rewrite the
game
To
continuity.
bridge some narratives,
and
to fix
just
some
kill
stuff.
the series off.
So
Just
what
kill
they're
the
gonna have to
series
do
off.
is they're gonna have to rewrite the continuity into a DLC.
Or bring back the original writers from the first one. If you don't do that, don't even attempt the third game.
That ain't
Or-
gonna happen. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen.
The
No,
Naughty
he-
Dog just goes, yo guys, Jack 4.
Yeah, Druckmann has literally said no, agenda first.
Mhm.
He is the
So
vice
it's
president
not
of
gonna
Naughty
matter.
Dog.
I
And
mean,
he
he
said that
literally
in this game it was not about fun. Fun is not part of the equation for that game.
It's a
It's
whole
about being
transgender
dark.
narrative.
I mean, hell, he went to the feminist frequency for advice.
It brought in Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
Of course,
And that's where you can drop a game right there. That's where you can kill it. Because hasn't she crowdfunded video games
Yeah.
and not come out with them?
Yeah.
Well, she
Instead,
crowdfunded to open up a Discord, her own Discord server.
Bitch, what?
Yeah,
she
she
crowdfunded
like thousands of
to get
dollars for
money
Discord.
to open up her own Discord server that doesn't cost money.
You know, this should be okay. Well, let's stop here. There really needs to be rules for shit like that. You should not need the websites like that should really put a stop to that. When a person put up GoFundMe's for shit that's completely free, they should immediately ask that.
Well, if it's part of their agenda, they don't care.
No, fuck that. That is retarded. You're asking, and then again, why people is it's so easy to give money to?
Because people were retarded.
Exactly.
My sister started a GoFundMe when I was out of work for months, and yeah, nothing.
That's because you're not Anita Sarkeesian and you don't have a following of idiotic people behind you going, "Oh, Anita, we love you. Here's our money. Just fuck us in the ass."
I mean, Nita's not even cute. I mean, I will lay her for a quickie, and that's it. But she's not even that cute. But
Doesn't matter.
I'll be highly scared that she will press rape charges.
It doesn't matter if she's cute or not because her loyal followers believe that she's right.
And that's the scary part.
When politics and gaming is that bad that people just fucking don't even care about gaming itself. Instead, they care about the political views of the person behind it trying to ruin the whole entirety of gaming itself.
Right. I'm there to play games for fun, not to get in some kind of political bullshit.
It's like two guys sitting at a urinal, like talking about each other's dick sizes and like being like, "Yeah, my dick's this big," and another guy goes, "Yeah, my dick's this big." It's basically what she's doing.
But we keep hollering, leave politics out of it, leave agendas out of it.
Nobody listens.
And they don't, and they more and more seem to pick it up. And then when they do, they holler that they're the victim because their game or whatever is, just failing.
Oh my god, the money that she raised for her own studio, she wasn't even paying her own people.
No, she wasn't.
Sounds about right.
They were working for free and they loved it.
Yeah.
I think her roommates or friend became homeless because of her, because she never paid her the money that she owed her.
Yep, and she loved it.
It reminds me of Carol Baskin. Y'all know who Carol Baskin is, right?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, that bitch did the same thing. She made people work at her tiger zoo and never
that
paid
dumb
them
bitch,
nothing.
Carol Baskin
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Took the zoo. She took the zoo.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin, that fucking bitch, didn't pay her staff, took care of the tigers like shit, fed her husband to the tigers.
Yep.
Woo.
Fuck Carol Baskin. I tell you what.
Sir,
I'm saying Anita Sarkeesian is the same as Carol Baskin.
She fed her husband to the tigers. Don't need to be sued on my show, sir.
I don't think I'm gonna get sued out here, bud.
I might get sued. Fuck you, don't.
I don't think any legal people
are breaking down our doors to sue us
over Karen Baskins or whatever. Carol
Baskin.
I think Anita.
Carol Baskin. Is she
I really think Anita Sarkeesian is on those lines of as bad as Carol Baskin is.
I don't know. I mean,
except for she doesn't have a
documentary
about her yet.
Concerned with beep loops.
Oh,
she don't pay her staff. Carol Baskin doesn't pay her staff. Yeah. Come on, there's comparisons.
You got Zoe.
They could be the same. They could be the same people
too, and she ran off with the money.
Oh shit!
Zoe Quinn.
Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, she was supposed to like make a game too or whatever, and she ran off to some other country. And then
there you go.
And then bullied the guy so much that he
killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, he was the developer behind Night in the Woods.
All these uber feminists are like exactly the same.
They're a plague.
Women.
Like, I don't have issues with feminists in general. It's just the really uber ones that are too deep into it.
Yeah, the ones that are not fighting for equality, but supremacy, basically.
Yeah.
It's just society, man.
This whole fucking society's fucked up right now.
We live in a society.
What that society is, I don't know quite yet, but we're getting there.
This is society, man. Our little Discord server right here, this is our society.
This society.
We're gonna open up our own town and take over 6 square blocks and call ourselves New Chad.
What the fuck?
Oh,
yeah,
let's not say we didn't, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
I know, but like I was making a joke.
Apparently, the cops went in to investigate shootings.
Yeah,
like, they went in, threw the cops out, took it over, said this is not part of the United States. There's shootings now. The cops are coming in to investigate.
Wasn't that in like
they tore down
or something like that?
4 times over in Portland.
Wasn't that over in Pittsburgh?
No, that's in Seattle.
Where DSP lives.
Yeah.
And this bitch has.
I
want to say something, but I'm not gonna.
No, what you gotta say?
No, you get in trouble.
I'll go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
I kind of wish DSP was down there that night when people were starting to shoot. I'd like to see his reaction.
No, that's not.
See, that's why I said. That's why I said I'm gonna
put on these giant cartoon stilts and take 20 steps to the back way. Whoop, whoop, up here I go. Back it away. All right, you continue your step.
How's it going?
I thought you was a female.
No, this guy is
said
great.
Jackal Butt slide me on in. So like, he wants you to slide him in.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, it might hurt for a second, Jackal. It might hurt for a second, but you might like it.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Just take on me, take me on.
Is that what your homeroom teacher told you?
No, this is new meme that they have for the whole sex scene in The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
It's funny as hell.
So
I think everyone's seen it by now.
So LA, what is your thoughts, buddy?
Thoughts on what exactly? I had the YouTube stuff muted so I wouldn't echo when you.
What do you think of the exceptional trash fire that is Neil Druckmann's Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, well, considering I don't own a PlayStation system, I can't play it. Secondly, I hear it's a wonderful game.
Well, then how does it feel watching the trash fire from a comfortable lawn chair a few feet away, going, "Well, this is interesting."
Well, it's wonderful actually. The Last of Us
It
One
is a
was a
little
great game.
cathartic.
Loved it. Number two is it's great, says the reviewers. But
well, the reviewers are bloated nerds that couldn't get a real job like the New Yorker. So
And they're also virgins who live in their mommy's basement.
And they may have been paid off to review their own game, but we don't talk about.
No. Paying to review your own stuff is not exceptional.
Yeah, no, never happened.
Who would ever?
But I am proud of the developers and writers who got their game greenlit by Sony and backed and made all the money they can make off of it. So big ups to
yeah, at least people are still getting paid. Like at least people are gonna like lose their jobs. Like it's sold enough to keep people like fed, which I guess is like one good thing to take out of this.
But the backlash that is The Last of Us 2 currently isn't the greatest.
I think though the people that will drown that out as hard as they can. Naughty Dog's been pretty good about doing that so far, but now you have the whole internet doing it, not just the fringe parts, according to them.
This game is great. I have played it. Not really. I have looked at it. Looks nice. Graphics are wonderful. Story, plot, who needs that? Gameplay, whatever. But it's someone's creative vision. So big ups to whoever.
I mean, yeah, at least someone they made it. Like it's out there. That's a feat on itself. And let's see how history will remember it.
It's amazing they got that dumpster fire out there in the first place without having people come to their headquarters and burn it down.
Let's not condone arson.
Considering it is one of the most hyped games this year, if the leaks didn't happen, I'm pretty sure it would have.
Oh, if the leaks didn't happen, I feel like the damage would be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least people were forewarned a couple months in advance.
Stumbled into the golf club scene like at midnight Friday.
Big ups. Jesus. But yeah, it's a game. It exists. I'm not here nor there on it, but I guess I'll look into it, I guess. As a PC gamer, Sony's kind of dicking me over.
With Sony being very, some developers like Guerrilla porting their game to the PC, if The Last of Us 2 gets ported over, how low of a scale would it have to be on for you to buy it? How low? Or would you just be like, yeah, no?
$10.
$10.
Maybe that's still too high.
I was actually going to say around like 6 or 7, but that's very generous of you.
I mean, with Humble Monthly, there's a like slightly more discounted. So like if it's at $10, then I could snag it for like 8. But that's
I know Humble Bundle Monthly is great.
Pay for Humble Cuck.
Humble Bundle is great for their fucking monthly discounts and fees for subscribing to their monthly products and shit. That's great.
Yeah, it feels good. Sorry, we'll leave Humble alone, guy. My bad. But yeah, I'd get it. I wouldn't expect much from it, but I'd get it to experience.
You sit down and experience this dumpster fire for yourself
for at least an hour and 58 minutes, so that way I could return it on Steam if I.
That's a smart man right there.
Yeah.
Take that.
And if not, we could treat it like the last Airbender movie and just rewatch it to relive the tragedy that is that.
And just slowly die every time.
Forget that it existed.
No, you can't. No, you can't. That's like trying to forget the Holocaust.
Scars. That's unhealthy.
You just can't.
I know someone who'll tell you the Holocaust wasn't real, so.
Yeah, the people who act like the last Airbender movie doesn't exist.
What was that? Not deny that.
There are some that believe that Holocaust didn't exist.
All right, well,
that
not every katana is the sharpest in the weave shop.
Yeah. I'm not planning on getting the game. I wasn't as big into the first one as everybody else was. And with everything going on, definitely not getting it. Oh, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I was just saying I wasn't as into it as everybody else. I think what it was for me is it was so hyped up, and I didn't get it until the PS4 version came out. And so I guess I had it in my mind that it was this big, great, awesome, just perfect game. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I just didn't feel it was as big, I guess, as I led up to think it was.
It's not a masterpiece. It's not gonna blow you away, but it's a pretty good game. I just like the melee combat.
Yeah, it's not fucking Vanquish or anything.
Ooh, Vanquish is wonderful.
Vanquish is nice. It's no Stalker.
I don't know. I kind of just feel like I want to go back and play Last of Us 1 again.
Then do it up. And
I
don't
just
let
might.
the bullshit of this ruin that game, because that game is
Oh
fantastic.
no, because like I've played the first one several times. Like I've beaten it like probably about 5 or 6 times on PS3. And that was like I'd play it like each month. And I'd beat it each month. It's a great game. I like the story. I like the gameplay. I like the fact that there's like little landscape puzzles to do, unlike the second one. But I just like it. I like the combat. I like the shooting mechanics. It's a fun game.
I like how intense the multiplayer was.
Dude, the multiplayer was so good.
Yeah, man, the single player.
Wait, hold on.
Whatever.
Does Last of Us 2 have the multiplayer?
I hope so, but at the same time, I hope
Hey,
not,
guy, because that might be
a selling point.
It might be a slight one. Not a big
But
one,
you
but it's
won't.
like...
But you won't go out and spend like $60 just to play
hell
multiplayer.
no! Fuck no! Goober. Oh, it's apparently coming. Well, that's bullshit.
Get the hell.
You spent all that time making that biggity banging scene, but we don't get them. Get out of here, Neil.
Yeah, I'd be down for some multiplayer.
That'd be one
That's where all the
saving
fun was.
grace.
You know what I think they should do? Like, take their multiplayer games and separate them from the single player games. You know what I mean? So that you can have the option to play the multiplayer without having to spend $60 on a full retail.
How much would they charge you for the?
I think they should at least charge you at least like maybe $30, maybe 20 for the multiplayer experience, depending on how jam-packed the multiplayer is.
And are they charging you 60 for the single player, or is it just 30?
They should charge you at least 40 for single. That's just my opinion. If they're gonna, if they're gonna like have both of them in one game, but you're the type of person who wants to play just the multiplayer, you don't care about the single player experience, I think they should just give you that option.
Call of Duty would be the greatest if they did that.
I think they were gonna try to do that with what was it? Black Ops 3. Like they said they were gonna release.
Yeah, they did a multiplayer starter
Black
pack.
Ops 3 on all consoles, but the PlayStation 3 version wouldn't have the single player. So instead, they would pay like $30 for the multiplayer, which I'm for that. I'm all for that. Just give people their separate experiences.
Multiplayer starter pack. Black Ops 3 on Steam is $15 if you just want to play them.
Really? That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's got mixed reviews.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I don't play much multiplayer, so mine would all be the single player. I get it. Spending a little bit less instead of having to buy the whole package.
And if you want to buy the whole package, you can have the full package.
Yep.
just separate the main from multiplayer. Sell those two individual, but then for the people who want to have both, have the full retail game. I think they would make
Isn't that what we?
I think they would make money, more money doing that.
Isn't that what what's that game? H1Z1 tried to do.
I'm not sure. I don't even know if that game even had a single player mode.
Oh, it did. They had the battle royale mode, and then they had the survival mode, and they split them up and sold them separately. Season 7, H1Z1 Battle Royale, now live on PS4. Big up.
I haven't touched that game in a long time. I don't think I will. I'm not a big battle royale fan.
But that's why you get the survival mode. That way you don't have to deal with PvP. Dacky over there typing in the Discord. I'm worried about him. His bathroom is flooding, and it's kind of.
Oh shit!
Dude, there might be a kraken and there might be a monster. You better
Probably.
pray for Dacky. Everyone peas in chat. P for Dacky.
Can we get some prayer hands in chat, please?
Yeah, we need them, please. We really do. They will ward away all the sewer gators that are gonna break into his bathroom and fuck his shit up. They're gonna go through his medicine cabinet.
I appreciate it, Paul.
Pop all his painkillers.
I play enough Sea of Thieves. I know what it's like to get krakened, and it's not fun.
You don't want to get krakened, my guy.
No, of course not.
It's not very tactically responsible to get krakened.
It's not at all.
Not at all. No, sir.
I can't wait for the Super Beast podcast Monday because oh god, they're gonna talk about Last of Us 2, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Just like we did.
Yeah.
What is this podcast, and where can I find it?
It is the Castle Super Beast podcast. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes. It's two former members of the Super Best Friend cast or Super Best Friends play. Pat and Wooly. It's a real entertaining podcast. They talk about video games and just anime. They just talk about nerd stuff. It's a real great podcast. Ooh. There we go.
What did I just read from you, Dacky?
I'm glad you're doing okay, Dacky. Really glad.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, man. And I've never been to the Philippines, so
Dude, it's a beautiful place, bro. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man. If you could send me on or show me on the map where the Philippines are.
I can't read a map.
I can't read. That's why I need pictures.
It looks like we're both at an impasse.
Yeah, man. I'm glad it's been an okay weekend for you there, Dak, man.
And just started.
Whoa.
Nope. Don't need to hear about that.
Wait, I want to hear about that.
No.
If people don't want to hear.
Are we still live?
Yeah. No,
yes.
Thank y'all for not doing anything to get my shit flagged. Even though I do some hella dumb shit.
I was gonna recreate the Papa John's interview word for word, but didn't have the drive, unfortunately. Sorry, man.
What is the Papa John's interview?
You could go Google that on your.
Yeah.
Leave that little treat for you.
Oh, shit.
And I think we're on the whole pro-consumer thing.
Oh, pro consumerism. Big ups.
Hey, Wicked, you still there? Wicked.
Who?
Wicked.
He said BRB about 10 minutes.
Ah, shit, because I think we already said something about. We already said something about that in number one.
I think we're good.
Alright, so shit, if y'all want to end it here, that'd be cool. It was really good having y'all. What game, as it close out, last I would be, what game will y'all be playing this week?
I guess I'll go first. That way I can just kind of slide out. I think I'm pretty much gonna be playing some stuff on my PC. I'm gonna be finishing up, or I'm gonna be starting Injustice, Gods Among Us soon.
Oh shit!
I just got that for free on Steam. It's free until what is it? The 26th, 27th of this month. I think that's free on all consoles except for Xbox One, but the Xbox 360 version is backwards compatible, so you can get that for free. I'm gonna try to finish up Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was free on the PlayStation Plus.
Is that the good one or the bad one?
It's actually pretty good. This one's actually fun. It's the one that had the most controversial loot box thing at the start of it. Then they fixed it up and made everything just in the game. You don't have to buy loot boxes or anything like that.
That's good.
Let's see, what else am I gonna be playing? Probably in a few weeks I'm gonna be starting Persona 4 Golden. I'm gonna see if I can't get that soon. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
I'm not really gonna be playing too much because I've already played a lot of stuff.
Where the fuck is Darkside Steve?
I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Ah, you're fine. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be playing.
Okay. Anybody else?
I've been playing Carrion. Has anyone heard of Carrion?
Ooh, the best game. Is that actually?
Yeah, the demo is out on Steam. It is the Metroidvania where you play as that weird cosmic horror. And you're basically, you know those tense parts of Alien where they're like, oh man, we're the Marines with the guns, we're waddling through the hallways, I hope nothing scary doesn't drop out of the vent and fucking murder me. Yeah, you play as the thing that jumps out of the vent and fucking murders people, and it's awesome, it's visceral, it is satisfying. Here's Devolver Digital at Devolver Digital's best. And it's free on Steam, the demo. So if you have a PC, you can play it. And it's a pixelated game, so you can run.
I'll check it out.
Go play that.
I will check it out.
Carrion is neat.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Check that out.
Insurgency Sandstorm is on sale this week, so that's cool. And my super shill segment for Super Mega Baseball 3. It is the best baseball game out right now because fuck the MLB. If you like the Backyard Sports Series, you'll love Super Mega Baseball. Big ups. And I see this Sam person in chat with a little baseball avatar, so check that one out.
Nice.
Big fan of the sports.
Great fan of the sports. Oh yeah, Gloomworld. Also a pretty fun demo.
Play Gloomworld. Gloomworld is amazing. Thief with guns, and it's spooky.
Just basically anything New World, anything Devolver.
Anything New Blood does.
Download it.
New Blood Interactive.
Oh yeah. Is that what I said?
Anything that, that's the publisher, New Blood Interactive. They make
New
that,
Blood,
Dusk,
Devolver,
Action,
anything. Amid Evil is also great.
Makes. Amid Evil's fantastic. They have an awesome free-to-play game called Unfortunate Spaceman. Go check out the New Blood boys. They are dope lads.
Did I say New World or New Blood? I said New World because Insurgency.
You said New World,
sorry,
but it's cool, Goo. It's cool. We're still proud of you.
If anyone's staunchly against indie games, then I have nothing.
Oh shoot! Oh, god damn it!
What?
I kicked somebody off thinking taking off Dark Smurf word for it. I am so Dark Side Steve. I am highly sorry about that. I did not know that he was joking. Please come back. That is my fault. I should kick you out. Why the fuck did I listen to you?
No.
Wow, you just got bamboozled.
That's rough. Sorry, Steve.
No, I don't even know where he came from.
That's a rip.
Yeah.
That's God.
Oh, and if you like sports games, the people in it, Rocket League is a good game. Definitely check that out.
Rocket League is pretty good.
Gotta check out the Rocket League. That's on Game Pass.
Is it? Big ups Game Pass, actually.
It's on Game Pass.
$5 a month for everything you can imagine. Feels good.
Yeah, I should kick your ass out, but I won't let James handle you.
No, what happened to the deck, man?
This guy seems pretty cool. Seems like he's a good little trickster guy.
As somebody with 2,000 hours in Rocket League, I can attest to the quality of the game.
Most of my
Epic
community knowledge
Games,
was
though,
Rocket League.
No, Steve is not banned. I don't have the power to ban somebody. I had kicked him out. Just have him rejoin if you still here. My bad.
I love you at least, Decky.
Balloon on it.
Well, anyway,
there's a balloon on the blue and one on the red.
What about you, Lysaf? What about you, Lysaf, Phil?
I'm mostly just playing my old games I played as a kid. Like, I've been revisiting like the Golden Sun series for the Game Boy Advance. That's mostly what I've been doing, just playing old games. Going back on eBay, if I find something I like, I used to play as a kid, I go buy it, replay it again. I'm not really playing anything new. Not really, except for like maybe SnowRunner. That's about it.
SnowRunner's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Euro Truck
I'm
Simulator
kind of
is
going
also
through a
good.
nostalgia phase in my life now where I want to replay my games since I played as a kid. I'm going through that phase.
If you want a semi-nostalgia, New Blood makes PlayStation 1 looking games.
They all have like a really low poly aesthetic.
Pretty good.
Out then.
Which really ends style. They make good shit.
And they can run on a potato, so big ups.
Pretty much. And if you don't have a PC, Dusk is coming to the Switch on Halloween.
Ooh.
Ooh,
yeah.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it is.
Maya just convinced me to go buy a Switch now.
Yeah, Dusk is a great. Every time you expect it to do something, it totally sends you for a fucking loop. And that's what makes it fucking memorable. And the music is done by Andrew Holschull, which is somehow a more competent Mick Gordon.
Write this down real quick.
Yeah, man, good games. Check out the PC Games Conference if you want to see a bunch of indie games.
We don't do donates around here. If anyone gonna donate anything, gonna donate some money to my son college fund, so he don't be another black man in the streets.
Big ups college.
but
big ups educations.
Wait,
big ups education.
But speaking of old school sports games, I love the Street Hoops growing up. That was my shit.
Dude, that was a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but sadly, you can't really get any fun sports games like that no more because of EA and 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Yeah, and the NFL just renewed their contract with EA.
Oh, really? Dang, I was hoping that somebody was going to grab.
They have the simulation license. I think 2K
5 years
can get an arcade.
I just want another MFL.
Yeah, the simulation. So yeah, the arcade stuff is all good to go.
Does simulation include gameplay, or is it just like likenesses to team?
It might include likenesses to teams because that roster is a pretty valuable.
Yeah.
If Super Mega Baseball is any indication, then you can make a football game that's basically simulation, just as long as it's arcade.
I mean,
But of course, I don't know the legalities of everything.
I don't
I'm just
think the sport aspect of it is owned, but because I think you could just do the whole sport thing, do like Blitz the League did, just have fake teams and fake players.
That was
and
pretty cool.
2K's All Pro Football from like 2008. Those were also good ones, but they had fake teams and it was pretty simulation-like.
Well, LA, what game would you be playing this week?
Specifically this week, Call of Duty for one, because I just like shooting things.
What do you think of that new? What do you think of the new season update?
The size limit on the freaking game files is getting a little ridiculous.
Other than that,
I have a 250 gig SSD and it's taking up the whole damn thing.
I know it's a very unfortunate thing, but have you played season 4 yet?
Yeah, I have a couple hours in season 4.
Hot take so far? Early impression?
I just unlocked the Vector. If you add attachments to it, it seems like a bullet hose, which will kill people in like 2 seconds. And besides that, I don't care for the story aspects of it. I just like shooting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, feels good. The obsidian camo, gonna be terrible to go for, but I feel like I want an obsidian knife just for the hell of it.
No,
just
and
something to strive for.
Yeah, if I really hate myself, obsidian red.
Stop.
Right. Well, don't let your memes be dreams.
Now go down to that room.
My meme's going real. It's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, Skate 4 announcement. Big ups. And Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake. Big ups.
Hey,
I know it's EA.
Look at the card.
I never cared for the skate games.
Skate 2 was the best one.
Yes.
Pick it up, $3, GameStop, Amazon, whatever. Play it. It's not Tony Hawk levels of ridiculous, but if you want that, but you want to try Skate, get 3.
It's awesome. Down to that front desk where that lady's sitting.
Skate 3 is slightly more exaggerated, but it's still pretty.
I didn't like Skate 3 as much as I liked Skate 2. Like,
yeah.
Like Skate 2 just felt more realistic, and you didn't have that drag and drop shit that they had in Skate 3.
I like the hardcore setting on Skate 3 though.
Yeah.
It's where it just made everything a little more grounded, but even still, everything looked all washed out, super saturated. It just looked more. It looked weird.
I don't know. I played a skateboard game.
I only want skaters when I drink in Arizona.
Fun fact.
That's not cool, I guess.
On Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, just the third game, your boy, the Birdman himself, pulled $4 million.
You kind of cut off there. He pulled $4 million.
$4 million just on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 alone. So big ups, Bird.
Big up, Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah, big ups.
Dude, I'm so glad that Stephen Hawkins made skateboarding games and broke quantum theory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just hope when Skate 4 comes out, it'll be a lot
the
like
one that you just
Skate
messed
2.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes more Skate 2 than 3. What? Even though I did kind of like
go to the
Skate.
room, where your balloons went to. Go downstairs.
But yeah, Skate 3 had some bits of it that I liked. I liked how they brought in the dark slides and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just make it Skate 2 with dark slides.
Yeah, just give me a more grounded Skate 2. That'd be cool.
I don't know why he came just to be asked to be blocked, but I fulfilled his wish.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. But...
Oh, on my channel, some dumbass kept writing dumbass shit, and then afterwards, like, just ban me. I have nothing to ask. I fulfilled his wish. Gamer Taz, what about you? Anything you'll be playing this week?
I don't know. I'm trying to get a video done for King's Quest V, and I've got some retro bit wireless controllers for the Genesis, so finally got that whole set up. So I may play some of that, either Sega Genesis or 32X or Sega CD or something. There's nothing new coming out that I'm really hoping for as far as real soon.
Okay. I'm going to try to beat, but not beat. I'm going to try to play Persona 4. Try to play Persona 4. Do a little bit of WWE 2K20. I like the Universal mode.
2K20, the best game.
No. It's hard, yeah.
I heard it was pretty bad. Like,
at launch, it was bad. It was bad, and then it got worse.
Oh! I thought that was gonna. It got better, but that's rough.
It got worse. Like,
oh, it did. I couldn't even finish the I couldn't even finish the damn story mode at first.
Sorry, my daughter asked me something. What game were you looking at beating?
Persona 4 and the universal mode to WWE 2K20.
You ain't gonna beat the universal mode. That goes on forever.
Oh. Well,
I miss the old SmackDown games.
Oh man, GM mode. They need to bring that back. That was really nice. Oh, if anybody like Persona 4 and BC, Troubleshooter Abandoned Children is really nice as well.
Is Persona worth getting? I've not played any of them.
Oh, Persona's great if you like games with a long drawn story, characters that you want to love and characters that you want to hate. Good RPG elements. Nice balance of dungeon crawling and in real life skills that you can get to build up your character. It's actually fun. I played all the games, so
I've never actually played them, but I watched my brother play them, and they seem kind of cool.
Should I start at the beginning then?
You don't necessarily need to.
Yeah, because you will have to get a whole PlayStation.
Each game except for 2. Each game except for 2 is their own individual story. The only reason why 2 isn't its own individual story, they broke it up into 2 parts.
Oh.
I'd be spoiling it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil it, even though it's a really old ass game.
But the gameplay and stuff.
The gameplay is about the same as Persona 5. I'll just put it like that. For Persona 2.
Oh yeah, it's about the same.
I think it's Innocent Sin. No, Eternal Punishment. I know for sure is the second is like Persona 5. They have features in Persona 5 that they took from Eternal Punishment, like the whole talk system to talk down the demons, to get them on your side, to get extra items. That's probably about the only thing that they brought over. It's actually a nice feature.
Oh, Jesus.
Voice acting, I will say this, does not hold up. But you can just ignore it if you want. Music is still good, like all Persona games. It's a great series.
Oh, that's good, man.
I've never really played Persona myself personally, but I've heard other people say it's a really good game.
Mm-hmm. If you want to start with a really good one, I recommend Persona 3.
3.
The only game I ever played that Atlas ever made was the 3DS game where they took Capcom, Sega characters, and so forth and put them into that 3DS game.
Oh, Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I played that one.
Sounds whack.
I mean, it was pretty
It's the
decent for a
Osman.
3DS game, but it was just like so much of a mashup.
I mean, Atlas comes out with some really good RPGs. I like their RPGs.
Yeah, I've played a lot more of like the turn-based. Jeez, I grew up playing Dragon Warrior, the old Final Fantasies. So I'm more used to those.
The only RPG
Yeah,
I
I
like
prefer those myself.
is the one that blows things up.
I think
It's like y'all remember Legend of the Dragoons that was on the PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that like
my
5
favorite,
disc
my
game.
favorite Square soft game. Yeah.
I don't think that was Squaresoft. I think that was Sony Interactive Studios America.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not a Squaresoft game.
Okay.
Legends of the Dragoons was a
Felt
Sony
like a
game.
Squaresoft game.
I know, but it was so fucking good because of that reason. It felt like a Squaresoft. I think that game needs a fucking remaster for the new systems where it's fucking visually updated and relive that story again.
Yes.
Starboys.
I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
I
Definitely
know.
wants to know why Jackal has 9 days in you.
Because I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because he likes Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know what I really like?
Sam says take shots. I got you on that one.
You know what I really like?
What?
It is
Kunai with chain. There's the Yu-Gi-Oh memes for you.
I remember that.
Who doesn't love a good old kunai with chains? I want a whole Yu-Gi-Oh game where you just play as Joey Wheeler, and every card is described like Joey explains it to you. Like, hey, this blue-eyed white dragon thing will really fuck up this dude. Come on, bitch, smack it to him. I'm from New York. I like pastrami.
I'm from Boston over here. Come on now.
Oh shit, that would be so cool. So cool. Well, I'm sorry. This is kind. I kind of feel this is now being dragged on.
Yeah, we're just having fun now.
Well, I don't mind y'all talking. I just need to end it so I can, concentrate, making sure my son is good. But that's all that. I hope everybody have a wonderful day. Everybody in chat that's in the Discord, y'all can stay. I'm going to share the link to the Discord one more time. Damn.
Boy.
I want to share the link to this Discord and my actual Discord as well to the chat on YouTube. One more time. That's the chat to join to talk to everybody. And this is me and Wicked's Discord right here to play any games with us and to shoot the shit. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to this Fruit Loop right here called Bad Bobby Gamer that like to stick potato chips up his ass and eat it. He's a very disgusting person.
God, you should say that on air.
And DOS people.
He
Don't
also
forget
like
DOS people.
he also like the DOS mentally strange people that like this dude right here that likes to jack off while people talk online.
Why are you doing this? This is a weird way to end your gaming podcast.
And no, see, with Bobby, he made somebody drink his piss that was mentally challenged.
Oh,
That's really cool. This is a great.
Expose this shit out of this mother.
so awesome.
All right, let's just put a bullet in this fucking thing.
Yeah, this is him right here. Curse this bitch ass. I'll do whatever you want. He's a whole fucking bitch.
Oh,
Well,
Find him on YouTube, Discord, whatever, and flood his videos with "What the fuck is wrong with you?" comments, please.
yep. Tell him dear boy Jack will send you. Peace out. How do I end this?